You got this. I believe in you.
Thanks, Lemon. Welcome in, everyone. How's it going? How was yesterday for you guys? I played games, but you didn't get to watch me this time. Welcome in, Bob. Good work on first. Bob C almost tricked me. What the hell? Hi Ort, hi Red, hi Cozy, hi Black Blue. Welcome in, everyone. Wait, what did Bob do? Did you get a new mic? No, does it sound different? Can you tell? Is it like better or worse? I updated my audio chain to remove some of the reverb I was getting. It's louder? Oh no. Is it too loud? Should I lower it? I think I can lower it. Triggered. I know, right? Let me lower it a little bit. It's a great volume. Okay. Thank you guys. Sounds like it's cupped. I don't know how to explain it. Oh, interesting. The main thing I added was it was like a de-reverb thing, so that it wouldn't, like, I sometimes when I spoke too loud I could hear like my voice like echoing off the walls and kind of coming back into my mic, so I wanted to remove some of that. Maybe I went a little bit too hard. I could, yeah, deverb. I guess that's kind of what it is, isn't it? let me just lower that down and see if that makes a difference. Oh, it's already a bit lower than I expected. Hey Zen, how's it going? Okay, how does this sound? Can you tell a difference? I just like lowered it to halfway. Normally you don't sound like you're speaking to a mic, you just sound like you're talking right next to me. Now I can tell you're on a mic, if that makes sense. Oh! Interesting! Maybe I should just disable this. I'll leave it here for now. I'll stop boring you guys messing with this. I'm gonna have to. Corporate Seal Day. Yeah, it is Corporate Seal Day. I've like worked a lot this morning. It's usually not this busy. Hey! Chaos! Alright, glasses are coming off. Okay, wait. Let me hit the button before I take my glasses off, because otherwise it always goes badly for me. Okay, here we go. I want to say worse, just a noticeable change. Okay, I'm surprised you guys can tell the difference. Thanks for letting me know. Okay, glasses are off. Goodbye, cozy friend. So, oh no. Wait, why am I corporate? Sorry, my VTuber might freak out because like when I like lean in, I have to like, when I have my glasses off, I have to like lean into the screen to be able to read some of the text. and then it loses tracking.
Wee
So.
woo, wee woo,
Wee woo!
wee woo.
Hi Naboo. You could totally tell the difference. Cozy, I was expecting like no one to be able to tell the difference. So I'm like, you're like on par. That worked as well as I was hoping. Oh. Okay, well, man, I had something I want to tell you guys about. I can't remember what it was. It's gone. And Cozy has special ears. It's Black Blue that has special ears. And Yeti noticed a lot of like audio stuff as well. Apparently Yeti has like amazing hearing for that kind of stuff. You know, if anyone needed like a guinea pig or something to test out your audio plugins. Don't harass Yeti. I wasn't paying attention and now I attributed the wrong people. Hi Brian! Please forgive me while I comment I love that line. That's hilarious. Thanks, I got them on sale. Oh my gosh, you got your ears on sale. Where from? Because I could use some new ones. 153XX9X. Oh, it's not a good. I'm trying to read this with glasses off. That was challenging. Don't ask me for audio advice. I don't know how to fix anything. Honestly, hey Galaxy. Honestly, like, the hardest part about, like, setting up audio stuff is just trying to hear the difference. Like, when I was trying to set up my de-esser, So that's the thing that takes like the harsh S noises. Like when it's not so noticeable when you're like talking in person, but like into a microphone, sometimes the S's become really prominent. And so I was like trying to target like the frequency for those S's, and I just like couldn't tell if it was working or not. Is that Sodoku or Nonogram? Oh, it's Nonogram. Nonogram is the one that's like a pixel thing, right? Is it? Nice 5-stream streak, Galaxy. You're building it back up. And then do you listen with headphones over speakers? Good speakers, bad speakers? So many different sounds. Yeah. I always use headphones. I very rarely use speakers. Unless like I'm alone in the house. And there's just like a banger, like a banger track that I want on. I'm probably listening to Korn or Slipknot if I'm doing that. Nonogram or Picross, different name for the same thing. Yeah. I usually know it by Picross. I really like Picross, but it kind of got like samey after a while. Picross? Yeah, I think it's Picross. Hams sometimes play that on stream. I couldn't be that brave. I sometimes I play puzzle games on stream, like, you know, you've seen me play them, but like nothing but a puzzle, like a Picross, like it's like doing Sudoku like on stream. I couldn't. There's like no way. I'd get so self-conscious. Next on the alert, gonna chill out for a while. Yeah, enjoy chilling. It's the one thing on my phone I would never remove. I love Picross. It's a really good game. Yes, same Black Blue. I absolutely hate Sudoku. Like, it is the worst. I hate it so much. I don't understand why I hate it so much. But that's like, I can't think of another puzzle game that I hate this. So, hey! No! Why the disapproval? Help! I take it back! I love Sudoku! Give me the green bar back! Yeah, is Picross the one that can be up to 8 players? No. Picross is 8! Picross is like a crossword without the words. Hi, Emmy! Help, Red! No! No, even Emmy is joining in now! Sob. It's like drawing a picture, yeah. Picture. I don't know about you, but I like never, I don't see it, man. When I do the puzzle and then the app is like, ta-da, it was this all along. I'm just like, are you sure? Oh my god, you guys are, no! Are we at the maximum? Negative 99.97%. Now we're at maximum. Thanks guys. This is a great start to stream. I got my glasses swiped immediately, and now we're at the maximum disapproval. Is stream over if disapproval hits 100%? No! I would have to end stream like so soon, so often if that happened to me.
Boo.
Hey! Look, 3D printing laser type. Oh, fun! Enjoy the printing zen. I literally never get what the picture is until I finish the whole puzzle. Yeah, same. I feel like the only time I actually noticed what the picture was before I finished was when it was like a Christmas tree. It was like really obviously symmetrical. Hi, Monday! Plus I play on hard mode. I never use X's. I only fill in the colors. Oh, that is hard mode. Dang. I've come in at maximum chaos time. Like what even? Yeah, you kind of have. Welcome in, Monday. Happy hump day, everyone. Slash most of you. Pretty sure all of you are on Wednesday at the moment, right? I don't think I spotted any Australians in here. Hi, so Red Bubble. Yeah. Yeah, welcome in, Monday. Yeah, I guess we should get started. I really need to like stop talking so much when I play this game. Because like otherwise I'm just never gonna get through it. Wednesday indeed, yeah. I keep getting so confused about what day it is. I do this annoying thing. Hello? Okay, thank you. I do this annoying thing where I am like thinking about the next day to actually, okay, so I have to go into the office on Fridays, right? So I keep thinking about how I have to prepare. Thanks for the alert, Kitty. I keep thinking about how, like, nice try, Ort. I keep thinking about how I have to go into the office on Friday, which means I'm gonna have to spend like a good chunk of Thursday like preparing to go into the office and just being generally anxious. So then I'm thinking about Thursday a lot. And then on Wednesday, I'm like, oh, tomorrow I have to go into the office because I already skipped the day in my head. Quick redeem small talk. No. Did we get an ending last stream? I think we did. Oh yeah, we got a bad ending. Hi Josh, thanks for the lyric. I hope work is going well. Wait, this is the Did I not save? I think I forgot to save the game. Hi Andy. That's okay. That's okay. I remember what we did. No, this can't be right. Surely I just loaded the wrong save, right? How do I get back to the title screen? Yeah, you're missing like an entire route. Yeah, that doesn't seem right. Continue. It's the only one I have. This doesn't seem right. You should always save your work. Okay, I could tell this isn't my fault this time because this was 2 streams ago. We actually did this route. Let me bring up Birdsley so it's easier to see. We did this route and then we went back up here and did this route and came this way and got this ending here on the last stream. So this was wasn't this like 2 streams ago? What did I because I came in here, did some of this, and then came back up here, and then went here, and then I think we ended stream here, and then the next stream I went over here. I think Steam Cloud, this cloud saves like messed up or something. Although I have heard that sometimes the game erases save data. Wow, really? Yeah, we got like 2 game overs. Black Flu's backing me up. That Birdsley pointer is the only Birdsley that's still alive. No! Birdsley's fine. What are you talking about? Yeah, actually, if you hit the ending, it should have save prompted. I definitely, yeah, I got a couple of endings. This totally isn't my fault. Could be. Oh, thank God I can put my glasses back on. Cloud save versus local save issue. Yeah, I might let me just check my cloud saves real quick. Cloud status up to date. Okay. Try restarting the game. Oh, do you think that'll work? All right, let me close this and restart. You're being very calm about this. I'll be rage quitting right now. Well, it's okay because I can just like go through it really quickly off stream and get back to the data that I missed. It's not like a survival crafter where I put in a lot of work. Like a lot of it was just like reading it and talking about it and like solving the puzzle, but because like wait. There we go. Because of the nature of the puzzles, it's pretty easy to like redo it the second time a lot quicker. Hey Noe, and we lost our save game. Valve has cloud save catalog for your save. Oh wait, what, really? My wife lost some cloud saves in a different game yesterday. Oh no, what kind of game was it? I wonder if Valve accidentally something. Yeah, maybe it's Valve's fault. Let's all blame Steam. Sorry, I got distracted by something. Okay, come on. Come on. Yes, resume. Come on. Oh, that doesn't look good. It says Rick Bruno. Okay, we're still back here. Okay, so what I was going to do... I was going to do this branch here today. But that means I have to like redo this part, which I wasn't planning to do on stream. Yeah, it's just gone. That's all right. We'll just quickly speed through these ones. I'll I'll give you guys a quick summary of what they're talking about. I won't go through the whole thing. And then I'll go and collect the other endings that that we already did on stream later off stream. Talk really fast? I'm pretty decent at talking fast, to be honest. Okay, skip. Oh yeah, which we went through with Kay, right? That's what we did last time. Where's the skip? Oh, it won't give me the skip because the game doesn't think that I've done this yet. Okay, I'm just gonna mash. So we're going with Kay into the blue door, and then we're gonna complete a puzzle in there. And then we're going to read all the text but super quickly. I probably will for some of the more important parts. Button mash time. Yeah, I am. Okay, so we've got these 3 doors, and then the rec room one opens, I think. Can you imagine speedrunning this game? Like, what would be the point? Hey, Sil, can you recover previous saves? Oh, wait, how? What was that save catalog thing that you were talking about? And I'm not actually sure if this is Valve's fault or not, because Black Blue mentioned that the game just sometimes does this. Is it like in my system files somewhere or something? Ooh, thank you. Let me take a look at that link. Thank you. All right, let's see. Steam Cloud. Where is Zero Escape? Show files. Okay, there's 10 of them. We have the most recent one is the 7th of March. Oh no, wait. The 4th of April. There's nothing for last week. So I think this is actually the game's fault and not not Valve. Oh, the overriding saves thing. I heard it was an issue with the console version. I don't know if that applies to the Steam version. Oh, that is interesting. That's okay. That's fine, because of all the games for this to happen to, this is probably the best one. Like, if I lost all my, like, Stardew Valley data or something, I would be pretty annoyed. Hi, Dryad! Thanks for bringing my approval back up. We were at maximum disapproval before. It's fine, yeah. So anyway, we're with Kay and Alice, and now we have to do this escape room. It's like some sort of rec room. Hi, Dryad. We have to like quickly rush through the stuff that we did last stream because it didn't save. At least you remember how to solve the room. Yeah. Once I click the right stuff. Okay, hang on, wait. How do I get out? Here we go. So the first thing I'll do. I remember how to do this one. So let me just put the. Yep, I know. There's an Allen key in there. I want this axe. Yeah, okay. And I want to take the axe and then swap it with... Oops, wrong button. I'm just like mashing spacebar now. I completely passed out last time, so you did some free recap. True. Do you still have your written notes? I don't... really, that's a good question, but I don't really make use of them. There's this one. Wait, Indy, is this the one that I made you do a bunch of math for? It is, isn't it? Yeah, my written notes aren't here. Should we go look at my VOD so no one has to do math again? Okay, I'm trying to click this. Okay, here we go. Okay, so we exchanged the lance for... Damn it! Yep, I know. So we exchanged the lance for the axe, and then the axe will break open this shield. Just spoil the solution. I'm sure there are walkthroughs. Yeah, but I'm worried about getting the spoilers for other parts of the game if I just Google the solution for it. You guys in chat, if you can be bothered, please feel free to Google for the solution. Otherwise, if we don't, yeah, if Bob, if you want, one of us can Google it for. Yeah, that'd be great. That'd be great. Yeah. If you guys don't have the ability to do that, or just can't be bothered, which is fair enough, then I'll just like quickly look through my VOD once we get to that part. I'm gonna go pass out, Laura Godspeed. So thank you, Yeti. Have a good nap, I think. We can grab the answer, that's fine. Thank you guys, I appreciate it. Okay. Yep. I just wanna hit the play button. Let's go. Wham! I tend to do that anyway and just give hints when asked. Yeah, that's what I do as well when I see other people playing stuff. Even if it's a game that I don't know, and I just like see someone stuck on a puzzle, and I'm like, how does this work? Like, yes, this is the rec room, Bob. Okay, we got the Allen wrench. And we need the pool cue here. And then we combine the Allen wrench with this... Wait, do we deconstruct the lance first? Wait, no we don't. This is the right thing, yeah. No, I can't. This is the wrong one. I want this one. Here we go. And now we've got this key. I'm a still fan. This doesn't seem to spoil anything other than this room. Oh, thank you, Bob. I'm not sure if we're even at a place to be able to do the dartboards right now, anyway. And then that Allen wrench key combination goes over here. We get to see the cute K scene again. Okay, so we open this and we get the coins. Tend to always go with the gamer website for walkthroughs for this game. Oh, I'll keep that in mind. I might need some walkthroughs to get the true ending or something. Okay, we have the coins. And we're gonna insert one of the coins in here. And then we can watch Kay being all happy and riding the rabbit. He's so happy. He's waving at us. He's so happy. Alice is embarrassed, which I think is pretty cringe. Like, just enjoy other people enjoying themselves, you know? Yeah, he looks so happy, man. And he even got a photo. Ta-da! No, Sigma's being so weird about this. It's just a happy photo. Okay. And this is what we need to put into the jukebox. I also need this extension cable. So she's just saying that we don't need the extension cord here because this ride can just be plugged into the wall. It doesn't actually need an extension cable. However, we do need an extension cable for this. If I can... Hello. It's not plugged in. It won't reach. Yep, we have an extension cable. Can we use it, please? Hello. Okay, jukebox is plugged in. And we need Z9 and D1. Wait, it's still not working? I thought we plugged it in. Oh wait, I'm not holding the coins. I have to like put a coin in. Here we go. Oops. Okay, now we put a coin in. And then it was Z9, right? Z9 and D1. Z9. Let's listen to some jams, yeah. Honestly, I kind of like the music that's playing right now. And do I need to put in another coin? I think I do. Wait, are all my coins gone? Okay, I guess I just hit the buttons then. Apparently there's free refills on this jukebox. What did the pool table even do last time? Oh, well, we know how to get the clue for the pool table now. I just haven't done that part yet. I think we get, if I remember right, we get half of the darts from there. So doing this jukebox part gives us the tail end of the darts, yeah. And then the other half of the darts is in the pool table. Right, record number 1. Oops. Record number 2. It goes green. Things have unlocked. And we get this box. Yep, it's just half of a set of darts, and then there's some clues on the box. Now for the dart table, not the dart table, the luminol. Hey Charlie! Traumatic memories of Resident Evil puzzles. Oh yeah, isn't Resident Evil like kind of cryptic in terms of their puzzles? This is the 3rd time today my Substack crashed on me, oh no! Yeah, how's it going, Charlie? We're kind of speeding through this one because we lost our save data from like 2 streams ago. So we have to like redo some parts. You should play Civ 5. Yeah, so we're gonna take the luminol and this scrap of felt. And these billet balls. Is 5 better? I just have a soft spot for 5 because that's the first like version of Civ that I actually played. I think 6 is actually better in terms of quality of life. I've never played 4. I have no idea what 4 is like. Okay, I'm gonna put the scrap of cloth over here. Oops. Okay, and then now what we missed doing last time was spraying the table with luminol. And now we turn the lights out, and this will actually give us the solution asterisks for the billet ball puzzle that we just brute forced last time. Here we go. So I might just take a screenshot of this because that's easier to remember. It's like easier than trying to write stuff. It's gonna zoom in, isn't it? Okay. Okay. Okay, so we got the letters. I'm gonna turn the lights back on. And then we'll slap the balls down on the table. Okay. Oh no, wait, I forgot to, wait, go back. I need one more thing. And that is this poster. Which I'm also taking a screenshot of. I can access from this from my notes, but it's kind of annoying having to like go back to it each time, so... Thank you for the hydrate! As usual, my throat's dying. Alright. Okay, now we can do the pool table. Where's my balls? Okay, I've already activated, I guess. Okay, so I need to put A is this corner. So I need to find the magenta slash purple ball that is a solid and on a stripe, which is 4. And then B is a yellow solid, which is number 1, and that goes down here. And C is a stripy orange, which is 13, and that goes up here. D is a solid blue, which is a 2, and that goes over here. E is a solid green, which is 6, and that goes down here. And then F is a stripy yellow, which is number 9, and that goes over here. And now we have the other half of the dots. Yay! I really hate rushing through games like this, but man, I really like just don't have the time to do it all properly again. Okay, now we have the dots assembled, and we have the box, which is supposed to give us a clue of what numbers do what, and that will give us the key out of here. Doesn't count as rushing when you did it last time. Yeah, I guess. I just feel bad for like the people watching this that like weren't here last time. All right. Who's ready with the dartboard numbers? Did you guys manage to find them? I know Bob linked something in here earlier. I'm also not holding the right thing. Hang on, wait. Get a score of 91 with 3 darts. Yeah, I got them. Oh, awesome. Can you paste them in? Thank you, Black Blue. So the rules of this game is that you need... Oh, thank you, Indy. And there's 2 solutions. And you can only have like a red one, a blue one, and a green one. Like you can't have 2 greens and 2 reds. And then you have to make the scores add up to 91. And that was like a little too much math for me last time. we took so long. and Indy had to do it. All right, and thank you guys. It was way too much math. Yeah. All right, let's do the Indy's one first. Red 17, which is, wait, what? Oh, are you just telling me the okay, gotcha. So by red 17 you mean this one, right? Blue 11. Green inner 8. Thank you. And this is for the gold file, mine is for the no more file. Oh, thank you. Yay! You know what? I might be able to just remember the codes from last time. Okay, this is like the only one that I remembered, but like... Could we have like skipped the whole room by just like looking up the password? Okay, and then the other one is red 6. This one. Blue 11. And 20. Green 20. Okay, now that I think about it, the password is randomly generated for the save file. Oh, it's the same one. Yeah, so once you get it, it never changes. Yeah, we could have just looked at the passwords from the pod. All right, sun, star, star. All right. Let's go to here. So the gold file one was, what was it again? I knew it made like a triangle shape. I can't remember which way around it was. Oh yeah, it's moons and stars. Oops. Once you get it, never changes, so you can't Google it. Yeah, that makes sense. I have it recorded though. technically speaking, you can brute force every safe password if you really wanted to. Honestly, the escape rooms are kind of my favorite part of the game. So, that would be big sad. Okay, and the other one was the sun? Was like sun, star? Yeah. We did it, guys! In record time. Oh wait, I didn't actually. Wait, I didn't get it. I didn't get anything. Wait. I just like opened the safe and then locked it again. Did I get the gold file out? Did I not pick it up? now I can't trust myself. It's curious that they do that because these games already have mechanics that means you have to actually pass set narrative flags. Oh. Yeah, I wonder if I was making this game, I would do a similar thing like within the escape rooms. And make it so they actually have to get like the clues and find the password. But they could very easily make password non-responsive without clearing the puzzles. Yeah, that's what I would do. Okay, I just want to double check that I got the gold file because I'm actually not sure. What was it? It was like moon, star, moon? Oops. Okay, I did get it. If you go into the safe without getting the flags in the rooms, I believe it just gives you a shortcut scene once you hit the door, giving the flag. Oh. So you can kind of, if you have to like go back through and like, for example, if I was like redoing this branch on the left here. Hi Hickson! Good afternoon? It is afternoon. Just. Nice work, Hickson. How's it going? Hope you're having a good day. Yeah, it's like 1:13 p.m. for me right now. Yeah, so if you're like going back through, you don't necessarily have to do all the escape rooms again. You can just kind of skip them by entering the correct password. Is that right? That's good to know for later. Probably. Alright, let's open this up and do... What happens next? It was Alice that gets killed right before we do the prisoner dilemma. You can skip the rooms and just open the safes, assuming you know the password. Oh, cool. I will probably go back through my VODs and start writing down the passwords then, in case I need to do that later to speed things up. Okay, this is still content that we hit last stream, so I'm gonna skip right through it. We found the next set of doors. They're white, which kind of makes it feel like they're the final set of doors. I can't remember if that was actually stated, but it feels like that's the direction it's going. Kay's having like deja vu or something. He has amnesia currently, so it's very interesting when that happens to him. But we don't really know anything about it yet. And now we need to go back to the ambidex room because some a-hole called Diego, not Diego, called Dio. Dio just opened one of the ambidex rooms, even though not everyone was ready. So now everyone's on a timer to like get over there and do that. I'm having deja vu too. Yeah, mood indeed. Honestly, like deja vu happens to me a lot in real life. It's kind of freaky. I don't know what's up with it. Sometimes I wonder if like anxiety is the thing. Like, you know, like if you're like scripting or worrying about like potential like social situations or something like that. Yeah, I get the deja vu about deja vu too. Hey Belkis! Oh, let me throw in the fish. They are fine, by the way, and definitely not imposters. Burnsley's fine. Also, Belkis, yeah, We lost some save data, so we are redoing a bunch of stuff that we did last stream. So we're kind of just quickly skipping through these scenes that we already did. I think the short explanation is that it's your short-term and long-term memory getting out of order. Oh, yeah, that would make sense. The brain is so weird, man. Alright, so we're arguing because Dio Dio opened the ambidex room before we were ready, and he also smuggled this out of the escape room that their group was doing. So he's currently, well, he was attempting to hide a weapon, basically. How's your day going, Sil? It's been pretty busy, actually, which is unusual for a Thursday for me. But yeah, otherwise it's been pretty good. Oh, and now Quark's gone missing, so they're talking about like going around and looking for Quark, maybe. And Dio is against it because he's very selfish. So normal process is experience goes to short-term, cross-references against long-term, and then gets saved to long-term. Oh, that cross-reference thing is interesting. And deja vu is experience goes directly into long-term and then into short-term. Cross-reference against the long-term and then see the experiences there already. That is like really cool. I kind of love that. Alright, we are currently running around looking for Quark, the little kid. Ten Myoji's grandson. He's suddenly gone missing from our previous like endings and stuff that we got in this game. The ones we had previously, he's kind of turned up unconscious in one of them. We're calling Dio selfish, not what he actually is. An a-hole. Yeah. pretty similar, right? You guys ever I'm sure that like none of you have, but if any of you have ever played a game called Twilight Imperium, it's a board game. I don't know if they have a video game. But I'm talking about the board game. There's these what am I looking for? Like a black hole sort of like teleporter thing that you can put down on the board. So that you can like connect the two tiles to each other that aren't physically together on the board, and they're labeled with like A, B, C, and D because you can make like 4 pairs of them, right? I played it for like 10 minutes and realized I was not going to continue. That's fair enough, it's pretty overwhelming. So there's like these portals that you can set up, and like our friends, like we were playing with them for like years, right? They've had this game for like ages. And like I can't remember what they referenced it as, but they were calling it, you know, like through A and then like B. They were just like talking about the letters. And then one day, this is the characters are just running around looking for Quark and they couldn't find them. And now we all went back to meet up in front of the AB room. And one day we played it with Alex's little brother, and he pointed out that the portals could be referred to as holes because they are like black holes or something. Like you're kind of going through the hole that you made in a fabric of space-time, right? So now we just call them the A-hole, the B-hole, the C-hole, and the D-hole. And it's a space game, so you're like controlling like ships and stuff. So now this game is just like devolved into nothing but talking about like putting my ship in your beehole. Anyway, yeah, I can't believe we played for so long without like connecting the dots. Like, of course it's a beehole. How did we not see that it was a beehole? Reclaiming the streak, and nice one, Falcus. Almost called you Galaxy for some reason. I can't believe we missed it. It was like right in front of our faces. The C hole was right there. It works for all the letters. All right, so nobody could find Quark, but instead, somebody found these two dead at the same time, which isn't what happened in like one of the other branches that we went down, so that's interesting. So, yep, Luna and Alice are both dead. This is confirmed by the fact that their bracelets are off. Because the bracelets are only going to come off if it detects that the heartbeat's gone, right? Or something like that, something similar to that. So they're dead, the bracelets have come off, they're kind of double checking for the pulse anyway. And now they're arguing about who possibly killed them. I can't actually remember who found the bodies. Was it Dio? Or was it Kay? It was Kay, right? If your heart stops for a certain time, the bracelet detaches. Yeah. I feel like I heard some noise about, somebody, like, pretending to be dead, like going to, like, a coma or something weird, like stopping their heartbeat, like, artificially to get the watches off, but I can't remember if that was ever actually a thing that worked. I think Kay found Luna in the far left route. Don't know about here. Yeah, I remember Kay finding Luna in the previous one. Let's just scroll up and see if it tells us. Oh, wait. Okay, so here we're looking for Quark. Yeah, it's Dio. It's Dio that found him. He ran into the AB room and then said, hey, you guys, come here, and then led us into the crew quarters. Yeah, you're right, Indy. Alright. So now we're discussing who could have done this and what the fact that they're dead is going to do to the prisoner's dilemma coming up. Yeah, you shortly accuse him of doing it and then pretending that he found them. Yeah, it's like a classic trick, right? That always comes up. Okay, I'll just hold down the spacebar. No, that doesn't work. I have to spam the spacebar. So everyone's just kind of accusing each other right now. I really like Kay's attitude about it, if I recall correctly. Hey, Zero! We're just kind of quickly skimming through some scenes because we lost some save data. How's it going? I hope you had a nice day. Okay, and then this prisoner's dilemma. Yeah, it's Zero. This prisoner's dilemma that's coming up. Kay approaches us, that right here, and he convinced us last time to vote for Ally. He was talking about how it makes the most sense for us to vote to Ally. And then we asked him about it, and he's like, oh, well, why would you pick Ally? Like, how could we trust that you won't betray us? And then he lies to us. He basically just says like, oh no, I'll totally pick Ally. And then last run, we picked Ally. And then he picked Betray. He got 9 points and then just walked out the door and left us all there. That was the ending of the last stream. Now is where we're going to diverge from what we've already done. We've caught up. This is where I wanted to start the stream today. Doing this prisoner's dilemma and picking Betray. I'm just gonna read this recap thing really quick. I think this is probably gonna be a decent summary. Kay made a compelling argument, but I still had to make my choice. Would he really choose to Ally? If I choose Ally and he chose Betray, he'd have 9 points and I would have 2. Still, even if he did have 9 points, he might not try and escape right away. The question was, how much could I trust him? Yes, hop back in at the right time. Yeah, you did. Good timing, Charlie. How much trust could I give a man whose face I've never seen? 10 seconds remain until Ambidex game closes. 9, 8, we're counting down, and then he just goes here at the last minute. Can we just touch the screen already, please? Oh my god, the anxiety. Alright, so we've already done Ally, which gave Kay 9 points. So this time we're going to choose Betray. I'm going to be interested to see the dialogue that happens after this. Round 2 of the Ambidex game has been completed. Oh my god, Susan has been moving in that tank for so long. She's gonna run out of batteries. Alright, results will be displayed in the warehouse. Thank you for participating. Now the doors are opening. From what I recall, the rest of the results were pretty, like, predictable. Batteries, yeah! I ordered... Oh wait, no I didn't. Did I? I was gonna say, I ordered like a big pack of batteries for these fish earlier, but I think that was in an order that I had to cancel at the last second, so I'm not actually sure if I have more batteries. Alright, please direct your attention to the results screen. Dun dun dun! Literally the only person that allied was Luna, and that's because she's dead. I still remember we have a quote about Sil and Burnsy. Yeah, I wonder which number that is. Hang on, let me see if I can find it. Quotes. It is quote number... Oh my god, how long ago was this? Wait, do we not have the quote? I don't see it. There's something about me screwing the pipes. I don't see anything about Burnsley. Did no one actually save the quote? I don't see it. It was like 2 weeks? 2 weeks ago. No, there's only like 4 from this month. Yeah, I don't see the Brinsley one. I don't think anyone saved it. I thought they did. Something about screwing Brinsley. Yeah, I remember that being a thing. Maybe it was just a... No, I don't think it was a clip. Oh, it's gone. It might still be on the Discord. But yeah, okay, so everyone betrayed. This is pretty predictable. Yeah, maybe it just didn't save properly. We're clearly having issues with things saving today. So let's try to hide it. I'm not. Okay, so Phi and Dio chose betray. These two both kind of had to choose betray because if one of them picked ally and the other one picked betray, then that would give someone 9 points, and that would like let them out and potentially screw everyone else. Yeah, enjoy your lurk, Valkus. And so it's very predictable that this first group here picked betray for the both of them. Luna is dead. Don't the pairs only get to vote as one? Yep, they do. So Luna's dead, so obviously Ten Myoji clicked betray so that it would give Quark 9 points. And then, you know, we already discussed what was happening in our one. This is us and Kay, and we both betrayed each other. Alright, now we're into new content. So you picked betray. Leading to a draw, it would seem. You don't feel bad about it or anything? Sigma, what are you talking about? Like, we both did the same thing. You can't judge the other guy. I could ask the same of you. Okay, yeah, I guess that's fair. I'd thought that you would choose ally. If I had, then you'd have 9 BP right now, wouldn't you? Nice try, but I'm not gonna let you get out of here that easily. I like Kay being like, bye, I'll call maybe. Yeah, me too, that was good. As I told you before, even if I were to reach 9 BP, I would not necessarily leave immediately. Sure, Kay. I might choose to wait until everyone else had also reached 9 BP. Yeah, well, I considered that. Didn't seem likely. Then you do not trust me. Well, No need to apologize. I wasn't gay. I wasn't about to apologize. Trust must be earned in a game like this. Says the guy who told me to trust him so that he could betray me. Notice how he keeps saying might and may. Yeah, I'm picking up on that as well. Indeed. Clearly I don't deserve to be trusted. The honesty is refreshing, but that's not really the brightest move. Trust doesn't need to be earned under my strategy. What was your strategy? Just like betray all of the time? You chose betray too, huh? If you just picked ally, I'd have 9 BP right now. Why on earth would I have done that? There's no way Clover would have chosen ally when you had a chance to betray her and get to 9 BP. +1 to betray all of the time. Yeah, that's Bob's strat. No, my strat is that no one enters the room. Oh yes, of course. We don't have that option in this game though, unfortunately. Are you an idiot or something? Bunch of smartasses. Indigo is 0. There is 0 in his name. No, Indy wants everyone to make a pact that no one goes into the voting rooms, and then everyone will like pick ally like automatically. So like there's like a mutual benefit, and everyone gets 2 points. Nobody gets betrayed. Nobody reaches 9 BP before the other people. So you chose betray? Of course. Luna's bracelet is already off. Hey Gail, how's it going? No risk of a penalty for her now. That brings Quark's BP up to 9. Are you worried that he might try and get out? Well, if he were to do so, the rest of us would be trapped here. Bet you're all pretty happy he isn't here right now, aren't you? Whoa, no one's saying that. Maybe you- wait, wrong voice. Maybe you aren't saying it, but I know what you're thinking. Susan is being so noisy. But if no one votes, they all- oh, really? I didn't see that in the rules earlier. That makes sense, Emmy. The ambidex gates have closed. Round 3 of the ambidex game will be the star round. Star keys are required to open the gates. There is no set limit on usage of the star keys. The ambidex gates can be opened as many times as the players wish to open them. I thought not voting meant you ally. Yeah, but I think if nobody votes, Emmy's saying, like as a group nobody votes, then she's saying that we all get killed. As many times as we want, huh? Then that means we can play the AB game over and over using these star keys, right? So it would seem. Alright, well, where do we find them? Beyond the next set of chromatic doors. Oh? You found them already? Yeah, that's right. I forgot to tell you guys. Take a look at the map. That sounds like a good ending. Bob. There are 3 white doors on the floor B warehouse. White doors, huh? Maybe that's where Quark went. How would he go there, Tenmyoji? If somebody could kidnap him, I guess, like Zero could do it, but Quark can't just wander in there by himself, right? I thought it was the case at least one person of each group needs to vote. Oh, should we check the rules? I'm curious about this now. Because that rule would, like, make sense. Wait, is it in the help? Other keys, escape keys, keys. I don't see anything about the ambidex game. What's this the more you know thing? Oh, okay, this is about, like, the menu and stuff. Okay, never mind. That rule would, like, make a lot of sense, though. The warehouse on floor B, you said? Yeah, but you're not going to be able to get through them until they open. We've still got more than 80 minutes until that happens. Damn. We will need to form groups of colors that can make white. By the time we had a look at all our colors then. Yeah. Looks like they've been shuffled around again. Looks like I'm a blue solo. I'm a magenta pair. As am I. So Phi and K are together. Better than Dio, I guess. Yeah, no kidding. You say something? Yeah, what color are you, Dio? A green solo. Okay, I'm relieved that Dio is a solo player. I feel like whoever gets teamed up with Dio just gets the short end of the stick. Sigh. What's with the sigh? Forget about it. What about you two? Tenmyoji is a cyan pair, and Clover is also a cyan pair. So, Alice and Luna's bracelets have changed as well, and both of them are yellow pairs. Then, what color is Quark? He's a red solo. In order to open the white doors, you'd normally need, say, red, blue, and green. But solos can't group together, right? That's why the pairs are magenta, yellow, and cyan. Magenta is a mix of red and blue. Yellow is a mix of red and green. Cyan is a mix of blue and green. But if Dio is solo, no one can police him. Oh yeah, that's a good point. So if you combine magenta with green, you get white, and so on. Okay then. We just need to get to the Floor B warehouse when the doors open, right? I'll be taking off then. Where do you think you're going? Anywhere that isn't here. Hang out with a murderer doesn't sound like a good time to me. So what? Dio's just gonna walk off alone because is that safer to stay in a group? Like I don't understand his logic here. The guy who insists on splitting up is usually the first to bite it. Yeah, Phi. What? And then again, loners often turn out to be colors. Just what are you getting at, old man? Do you think I killed them? Maybe, maybe not, but you're pretty damn suspicious. You're trying to start something, you rogue piece of— Hey, knock it off. We don't actually know one of us is the killer, do we? Yeah, this hasn't been confirmed. We have no evidence of that, no, but we do know that Zero Senior is one of us. And there's an excellent chance that Zero Senior and the killer are one and the same. Hey, nice streak, Grobit. Do you prefer Zero or Grobit, by the way? I just kind of like pick a random one whenever I say it. Then why did he kill Alice and Luna now? I think that's a bad speculation personally. Yeah, I wasn't actually paying attention. Zero Senior and the killer are the one and the same. Yeah, with— I don't agree with this line. It could have been like anyone that actually killed Luna and Alice. We don't really know what the motivations are. I think it was Zero Senior that kidnapped Quark though, probably. There's no reason to say that Zero Senior is the killer. Yeah. It doesn't make any sense. Like, why? I don't get it. If Zero Senior wanted to kill people, why would he bother putting them into a room, right? Like, if he didn't mind getting his hands dirty and killing people, you can just do that without setting all of this up. They just don't want to accept the fact there are multiple villains. Yeah, too much to handle that there being multiple killers. Yeah, definitely. That's what I think too. You feel very targeted. Sorry, Zero. I mean, some killers like playing with their victims, I guess. I want to play a game and all that. Yeah, but that example that you used right there, I want to play a game or whatever. In the Saw movies, he also didn't technically kill anyone, right? There may have been some like adjacent ones that he murdered, if I can't actually remember, but like in the actual games, the players didn't get killed by Jigsaw. They like did it to themselves, technically, yeah. So, which is exactly my point. Why would Zero having like— exactly, he set up the scenarios where people had to die and stuff. Like, That makes sense, but then why would you set up the scenarios and then just stab someone? I think what they enjoy doing is manipulating other people into stabbing them, right? Not actually doing it themselves. So I think in one of the prequels he kills someone. Oh, right. I mean, maybe the games will take too long. I have places to be. Please die already. Yeah, that's a good point. Maybe they're just running out of time. For the stream specifically, maybe just call me Grobit. Yeah, I'm thinking the same thing. I've never actually seen or played anything related to Saw. Oh, okay. I like some of the Saw movies. I think I like most of them. But I remember, like, at least one of them not quite hitting right for some reason. I can't remember which one it was. Alright, so then why did he kill Alice and Luna now? Yeah, exactly, Sigma. If Zero Senior wanted any of us dead, he could have done it way before this. While we were, I don't know, unconscious, for instance. What's the point of setting up this whole game just to kill off the two of your participants up? Wait, he's been listening to me. Then are you saying that there's another person here? It's possible. I think it might be a good idea for us to all look for the killer. How would you look for the killer? What? Should we maybe be looking for Quark? I guess we don't really want Quark found at this point because he can just leave. Well, we gain nothing by standing around here. Yeah. I've got to find Quark, and soon. If you're gonna search, we should go in pairs this time. How are we going to pair up then? I am not going with Kay. If he decides he feels like snapping me in half, there's not a whole hell of a lot I can do about it. This is interesting because, he didn't feel this way about Kay in, like, the other branch. This one over here. Dio and Kay did kind of manage to play fairly well together, given Dio's personality. But now Dio just doesn't trust Kay at all. I'll go with anyone besides Dio. Yeah, Mood Clover. I don't want to go with Dio either. Yeah. Fine, he's hardly my first choice, but I'll take Dio. What the hell? Dio just got picked last in like in like a gym class. I just figured that this way we don't have to make this into a huge argument. Yeah, of course all the homies hate Dio. Yeah, this should not come as a surprise to Dio. He's been rubbing everyone the wrong way. Besides, I'm just gonna be stuck with you once we go through the chromatic doors anyway. No reason to put it off. I will go with Sigma. Oh yeah? Would you prefer someone else? No, I guess you're okay. That leaves me and Clover as a pair then. Yep. Looks like we're all set. We'll take the cyan door on floor A and the blue door on floor B. Alright, Clover and I will take the magenta door and the red door. Why are we picking... Why are we doing it like this? Oh, I guess because we're already on floor A, so we're all like getting to floor B by different paths so that we can basically canvas the area. Alright, once we're all done, let's meet in the floor B warehouse. Alright, let's go. Who are we with again? Oh yeah, Kay. And we're going through the infirmary. I wonder if we're gonna find anything. There's the dead body in the infirmary, right? Right now. There's no one in the infirmary. Wait, what? No Quark and no killer, at least as far as I can see. Well, there's someone here. Okay, so the dead body is still here. Technically, at least. Okay, okay, good. For a second there, I thought she just like got up and walked away, and I was like, was she the killer all along? The old woman. This body we found pretty early in the game, and Tenmyoji seemed like really affected by it. And I don't know if it's just because he's like a little bit like sensitive or feeling protective about Quark or something, but it kind of felt to me like he actually knew this woman, or at least like knew of her or seen her around or something, just from the way that he was behaving. But I haven't like heard anything about that like in the game yet. He hasn't said anything along those lines, so I have no idea. And it doesn't seem like Quark recognized her from what I can remember. So it's just Tenmyoji only. Now the golems have taken over the Robo Zero Bunnies operation. They might have. That is one of my theories. He's scared that she, an old woman, was killed. The killer must have a thing for killing old people. Was that it? I knew like the age thing could have been a factor, but it felt like, I don't know, it didn't feel right. No, just making a joke. Okay. Oh yeah. Wait, you forgot about the body, Sigma? She was lying silently on the bed furthest away from us. If it weren't for the bloodstains on her chest and arm, her peaceful expression would have fooled most people into thinking she was just asleep. The blood had dried and darkened and now looked like any other stain. That was when I noticed it. Huh? Wait a minute, look at her wrist. It seems remarkably clean. Yeah, for some reason there's no blood on this part. Almost like she was wearing a bracelet. Was she in a previous Zero Escape game? Did they just recycle this room? Was she one of the players that was in here earlier? Like, well, was she one of like? Was she meant to be one of our group, but she just died too early for us to interact with her? Wait, but no one is missing from the Betray/Ally board. Yeah, you're right, Bob! So she couldn't have been, like, intended to be part of this game ever, right? Because even the dead people aren't missing. You actually have an info from the previous line that solves this. Oh! Or previous game in the same location. I think that's the most likely thing. Maybe she had something on her wrist. Yeah, no kidding, Kay. Thank you. A watch, perhaps? Really? You think it's a watch? Does this look like a watch strap to you? When have you ever seen a watch strap so, like, wide and uniform? A watch? Yes. It was likely removed after she was killed. That would account for the lack of blood splatter on her wrist. Or it came off by itself when she was killed. Wait, when did it name the people throwing things? Yeah, it just depends on if you've given that Twitch extension, like, access to see your username or something. If you revoke the access, it'll take the name off, if I recall correctly. Do you want a hint about what you know from the other line? Yeah, if I should have known it already and I just don't remember, then please point it out. A watch, huh? I don't know, it just looks like it was kind of wide for a watch. Aren't women's watches usually thinner? You raise a good point. Perhaps it was some kind of jewelry? Jewelry? You mean like a bracelet or some... This looks so much more like a watch than a bracelet. Like, I mean, come on. Maybe she liked large watches. Yeah, I used to have such a large watch when I was a kid. Death watch! Oh my god! Help! Good one, Bob. Remember Tenmyoji was looking at people's bracelets with... Oh! You're right! Indeed! That's why he was spraying the luminol on the wrist! So is this the real Luna? Or, like, we kind of know Clover from... Yeah, he's trying to find this woman's bracelet, yeah. So the bracelet's gone. Yeah, because, okay, so Clover and Alice, we kind of already seen. I guess it could be Phi. But, like, if all the... Even if people are dead, their names stay up on the boards for the Ambidex game, right? So, in theory, one of the names up on the board is her name, isn't it? Like, have I made like a logical error here somewhere? Like, in theory, if she was meant to be in this game and somebody has taken her watch and they're playing as her, they're also going under her name. Isn't that what would have happened? Wait, but everyone's accounted for, right? Does that mean someone here is Zero? Yeah, the suspicion is always that somebody here is Zero Senior. But I feel like if Zero Senior were to enter the game, they would like legitimately enter the game, and not kill someone and steal their bracelet because what? This is a good theory, but I shall neither confirm nor deny it. I'm wrong, aren't I? don't actually answer that. But okay, I'm excited to see how this evolves, because that would be my line of thinking right now. Is that because the names stay up there, and if she was ever meant to be part of the game, then her name is still there and somebody is using her name. Therefore, wouldn't all you know for sure is that Tenmyoji was looking for bracelets with Lumino. Yeah. This is true, Indy. I don't know anything beyond that. But I feel like Alice is very obviously a feminine name, right? Was there... I guess Dio could be her name. That could kind of go either way. It is a bit masculine. But like, I don't know, I feel like this narrows things down a little bit. Alright, right. Sigma's finally cottoned on to the fact that it's probably one of these death watches, as Bob pointed out. This is the same size and shape as our bracelets. Look, it's exactly the same width. Then, that would mean... I'm also a little bit suspicious of Kay. Because I feel like Kay is smarter than this. He should have, like, noticed before Sigma that this looked like a bracelet silhouette, right? I feel like that's something that Kay should have picked up on, unless he was deliberately playing it down. She was wearing a bracelet when she was killed. She was a participant just like us. Are you sure? And this old woman, a player in the nonary game? Kay? Is something wrong? Oh, no, nothing. If you're correct, then where did the thief hide the stolen bracelet? We were quite thorough during our earlier search, but I know that I saw nothing and none of the others reported finding a bracelet either. Then that means they've been holding onto it this whole time. They've probably still got it. Welcome back, Malkas! That would seem likely. No, wait. If they'd been carrying it around, the sensors in the chromatic doors would have picked it up. Without the right combination of bracelets, the secondary door would never have opened. This is interesting, because now I feel like I understand why the rooms are scanned in the way that they're scanned, right? Because in the previous game, in 999, it was just like the bracelet is on your wrist, and then you like push your hand up against the sensor, and the sensor would actually detect the bracelet on your wrist. And you could carry around other bracelets and like hold them up in front of sensors to do stuff. But in this game, once you get through a door, you're kind of in this antechamber, and the whole chamber gets scanned, so you can't really hide a bracelet anywhere. So I guess they introduced that mechanic for this plot point. Yeah, in 999 they were hiding the fact that the scanner was scanning the bracelets, not the hands. In this game they just straight up tell you that, yeah. So our suspect is not only a killer and a thief, but a skilled imposter as well. What are you saying? After killing the old woman, they put on her bracelet. In fact, it is entirely possible that they are wearing it still. Yes, that would make sense. So the killer's running around with the old woman's bracelet?
Yes,
And you're telling me that they're probably wearing it?
correct.
Do you remember what Zero Jr. told us?
Something about how the bracelet will come off if the wearer's heart stops. I don't recall the exact words. But in any event, once the old woman had died, her bracelet would have detached, allowing the killer to easily collect it,
Why?
so that they could participate in the nonary game, I imagine.
What?
I suspect the killer was someone who was not originally intended to be a participant. For whatever reason, however, they were willing to go to great lengths to ensure that they were. To that end, they killed the old woman, who was one of the original participants, and took her place.
That's like exactly what I just said earlier. That makes sense, but why? Yeah, I don't think we have access to the why yet. I think there may be some personal motivations that would have driven that person to do so. Much like ooh. Wait, let me put this back up. So earlier we discovered that Tenmyoji managed to drag Quark, his grandson, into the same game. Thank you for the hydrate. Everyone hydrate. And so we were like, Tenmyoji, why the hell would you bring your grandson into this death trap? And it sounds like he like swung that somehow. Either getting a favor from someone or like manipulating stuff or just being kind of underhanded. I'm not sure how, but it seems like Tenmyoji deliberately brought his grandson Quark in here, right? That was kind of gone over in the previous streams. And I think I mentioned last stream, what if we're actually in a bunker? We found a newspaper clipping talking about how there's like a pandemic, or whatever. There's and there's like a virus going around killing off people. It's a global pandemic, and it's been killing people. And so I was like, oh, what if they're hiding in this bunker, and when we go outside, it's gonna be a wasteland, like Fallout levels, right? And so what if the person that snuck in here was just trying to get into a bunker to keep themselves safe without actually realizing that they would be involved in this death game situation, right? This is my theory. It's my theory. I don't actually... don't tell me. The way it all comes together is why I love this series so much. Yeah, I really like how this game does that kind of thing. How do I get rid of the text? Here we go. A game theory. Ah. All right. So, Kay said they may have killed the old woman, who was a participant, and then took her place. But why would someone do that?
That... I have no idea. Certainly they must have a goal of some sort. You would have to be mad to choose to come here. But as to what that goal is and how the killer intends to achieve it, I'm afraid I do not have even speculation.
That's interesting.
Have you noticed something?
Well, there's blood all over the old lady's arm, except for right here, since that's where the bracelet was. And then the bracelet the killer stole should have blood on it.
Right.
But none of us is wearing a bloody bracelet.
Miss Sigma, please tell me you're kidding. The killer would have, of course, wiped the blood off. Only a fool would walk around with a bracelet covered in blood.
So you're saying they cleaned it?
Yes. Have you discovered something?
Yeah, so now, because in like the first run through that we did, down the left-hand side, it was Tenmyoji that went through the rec room, and Tenmyoji that encountered the luminol, and it was him and possibly whoever he was with. I don't know if he actually talked to anyone about it. He was the one that connected the dots, being like, oh, we need to use the luminol and check people's watches. But now it's us this time, because we went through the rec room and we knew about the existence of the luminol. Okay, I know how we can identify the killer. Oh? We just need some of that luminol. It doesn't matter how well they cleaned it, there should be some traces of blood left.
Aha, I see. That could very well work. We should have everyone gather in the rec room then. That is where the luminol was, I believe.
Yeah. First we need to finish looking for Quark, though. We've still got the infirmary and everything beyond the green door. Once we're done with that, we can head back to floor B to meet up with everyone else.
Understood. Shall we go then?
Was anyone else, okay, wait, do I have access to the dialogue history? I don't! I can't see what was said earlier. Earlier we said that we were going through the specific doors to, like, get through the floors and meet up at the white chromatic doors. I want to know who's supposed to go through the rec room. Is that us? Or is that another group that's going through the rec room? If it's another group, then they're going to find out that there's luminol in there. And, like, I don't know, I feel like we should be giving everyone this information at the same time, not letting them find the luminol for themselves. Like, who knows what they're gonna do? There's 3 doors here, too.
The same as what we found on the other side of the blue door.
But it looks like 2 of them are already unlocked.
And so it does. The center and the rightmost doors say open. Perhaps the layout here is different.
Whatever. Let's take the door on the right first. Suspicious! When we went through it's the Golem Bay! When we encountered a similar fork, only one door would open. So I feel like the fact that 2 doors were open in that one, does it imply that Quark was taken into one of them? I feel like... I don't know, I feel like it's hinting towards something. I'm not 100% sure what it is. Alright, this is Sigma's first time seeing the Golem Bay.
That looks like a workbench of some sort.
Maybe, but what sort of work? You just noticed the text? Oh, like the overlay thing? Yeah. Take a break at the bench. Yeah, thank you for the break, Redeem Monday. Alright. In 18 seconds, we are about to take a quick 3-minute break. What do I usually say? Oh yeah, take this opportunity to hydrate, stretch, walk around a bit, rest your eyes from the screen. We will be back here in 3 minutes. See you then, I guess. Salmon with rice and a salad sounds delicious. Why is my game always gone when I get back? Okay, here we go. I haven't had salmon in so long. It's been way too long. It was, yeah, awesome. Okay, wait. When you said salmon with rice, I like immediately imagined raw salmon. Was it cooked or was it raw? Was it like grilled salmon or like sashimi? I haven't, only because I want to play through it at some point. The Lies of P. Oh yeah, that's fair. For me, with those sorts of games, even if I'm planning on playing them, I'll watch streams anyway because I'm playing them for like the combat and I don't really care about the story. Alright, we're here to find Quark, not look at a workbench. Hey! Let Kay be curious. You go check out the far end, okay? Very well. Wait! I'm really excited to see what happens in this room because this is the Golem Bay. Earlier, we in the previous run when we did this escape room, when we did the Golem Bay with, I think it was Alice and Luna, we talked to one of the golems that came online for a while. And I think at the back of his head was a keyhole shaped really similar to what Kay has on the back of his head. So I want to see if he notices that and puts like 2 and 2 together to come to like any sort of conclusion. Kay is a golem? That is like not confirmed or anything. Oh wait, the golems aren't even here yet. What, did they get sucked back up? How did the other team do this room? Yeah, it's not confirmed. The current theory that what everyone thinks it is anyway is that Kay is a human. He's just kind of in like an exoskeleton thing that he can't take off. But I don't see how that's a certainty like at all. I feel like we have absolutely no basis for thinking that. He could be a golem, or he could be like a remote controlled unit of some kind. Like there's not necessarily a sack of meat in there, you know? We have like nothing to base that on. Right, nothing. He's not here either. That's not here. Why is the golem not here? Thanks for the approval, guys. Why, when we went through this room, we left it with all the robots and stuff out. Like there was like rows of robots on either side on the wall and one like right there on that workbenchy bit. So how did they get through this room? How did they clear this room and get out without actually doing the puzzle? Sus. A sack of meat, is that what humans are to you? Yeah, pretty much they are, yeah. Kay is definitely a unit. Hey! Yeah, the plot golems. Hey Kay, how's it going over there? Kay! Wait, that was Sigma. Can you hear me? Ooh, okay, maybe he did find something. Kay was bent over with his back to me, peering underneath a thing that looked like a workbench. What the hell? I walked towards him as I spoke. Hey man, what's going on here? Oh, nothing. I bent down and saw that he was staring at something that appeared to be a safe. It's empty. Yes. Was there something in there before? No, it was empty when I found it. Uh-huh, sure, Kay. Was it? Yes. Then what are you doing staring into an empty safe? I was thinking. Specifically, I was thinking about who opened the safe. Wouldn't that have been the team that went through the green door? I think that was Dio, Phi, and Clover. No, that's unlikely. When we met up with Dio, he told us they had been in the treatment center. Yeah! He is right! They didn't go through this, like, this room. That's why the golem's out. That's why everything's untouched. But the safe is open? Question marks? The nameplate on this door says this is the Golem Bay, however. So you're saying that they didn't go here?
I believe that is the case. Which, as you can see, is why I was puzzled. If Dio, Phi, and Clover did not open the safe, who did?
Dun dun dun! Well, there's no point thinking about it. Oh, what? Sigma? Sigma? We should go back.
Yes, there was another unlocked door, wasn't there?
Yep. Let's get moving then. I wanted Kay to see the golems! Alright, now we're going to the treatment center, which is where the previous group actually went through. Ooh, fancy. It looks so clean. There's a jellyfish in that tank. Why? Oh, is that an immortal jellyfish? That would be cool. That would explain, like, how it could stay there. Like... So this is the treatment center, huh?
This is the room that Dio visited.
Don't you think that's kind of strange? Until now, all the chromatic doors have led to a single room each. So why are there two rooms on the other side of the green door?
An excellent question.
We can talk to the other later, I guess, and see if they know anything. Did somebody activate a golem in the golem bay? There was one that was like on the bench. Like when we first walked into the room, there was one that was like about to be like worked on or something. There was a golem like out already. That one is missing now. Is that one being controlled by someone? Is it like off on an errand? Did it take Quag? Don't actually tell me about it. We can talk to the others later, I guess, and see if they know anything. Kay and I split up and began to look for places where Quark might have hidden, or small holes he might have escaped through. We're also supposed to be looking for the killer, just saying. Huh? What are these?
They must be the treatment pods Dio mentioned.
The windows are covered with frost on the inside. I can't see in.
Shall we open it?
Yeah, might as well. Have at it. It can't be that easy, can it? Sea jellies? Really? I'm kind of hoping that they're the immortal jellyfish. It's Quark! Oh my god! Oh my god! Wait! We found Quark. We actually found Quark. Wait. What? What? How did we not find him in here before? I'm a little bit confused. When we went through this this path here, this other path, they oh, it's because when we did this path, we were the ones that went through the green door. And when we did the green door, we did the golem bay, not the treatment center. So the treatment center was never opened. But now that we've gone down this path and somebody else had opened the green door, Dio, Phi, and... who was it? Was it Luna? I don't remember. No, it wasn't Luna. Alice? No, Alice was with us. Wait, who's the last one? Tenmyoji? I don't remember. Anyway. The Dio group, when they took this door, the treatment center opened up for the green door for them instead of the golem bay. And so now we have access to the treatment center. Cell only knows how to kill Shush. So that's why last time when we did the leftmost floor, that door wasn't accessible for us. So nobody ever found Quark because he was just like lying there. Although I guess we did find him eventually in one of the paths, but yeah, not the one that I'm thinking of. Interesting. Okay, return.
What?
Quark! Also, how is it that we... oh no, he doesn't have a bracelet. Does he not have a bracelet? Is it just up his sleeve? Oh no, wait. Is he in suspended animation or something? Did the bracelet come off? Wait, did the bracelet come off because he's in this pod? And this is like some sort of like suspended animation, you're going to travel through space kind of like... we need to like put you to sleep for 5 years kind of pod? Did it come off because he's just sleeping in suspended animation instead of actually dead? Or is he like actually dead? And then who took the bracelet? Who has the bracelet now? I'm gonna laugh if it's just like up his sleeve a little bit further. No. Oh no. His bracelet. It's, oh god.
Hold on, Sigma. Calm down. Look at his chest. Can you see it moving?
What? I quickly pressed a finger to Quark's wrist. It was a faint, but his heartbeat was there. He's still alive, guys! He's still alive! And yeah, so many missing bracelets, right? The other interesting thing to note is when one of the endings we got where Quark, so it was the only other ending that we really got. The first playthrough all the way down the left side. This one here. This one ended with us getting stuck. I think it was like, I can't remember which one it was. Down the left-hand side here, we get stuck because we can't actually progress any further without any knowledge. And then when we took one of the other branching paths, either this one or this one, I can't remember which. Maybe this one? We ended up with Quark having 9 BP, and Tenmyoji found him. And Tenmyoji just, oh, you can't go any further. Oh, okay, so we were stuck here. And then it was this path here, where Tenmyoji found Quark and threw him like into the exit by himself just to get his grandson out and screw everyone else, basically. I guess Tenmyoji went in with him, but he was gonna die for doing it, so that doesn't count. So at that point, when Tenmyoji found Quark unconscious, then Quark had the bracelet on him, right? It wasn't missing at that point. So, is somebody just borrowing a bracelet? Like, what? Where is the bracelet? Is the whoever did this gonna bring it back later? And what is the point of taking the bracelet? What does it give the culprit access to? Hi, Elder! Yeah, something seems sus. It's very sus. But at least Quark is still alive. He's alive. He's alive!
What a relief. I'm so glad to know he's safe.
How was it that, like, there were like 3 beds? How was it that, like, the first one we opened just happened to have Quark? I feel like we should check the others, right? Are we gonna check the other ones? I laughed out loud and grabbed Kay in a beer hug, or at least as much of one as I could manage. He patted me on the back and shared what I thought might have been a relieved chuckle. But if he's still alive, why is this bracelet off? Zero Jr. said it would only come off when you died.
Perhaps Zero Senior took it off?
The Senior, we're blaming it on Zero Senior again. Please tell me they'll check the others. Yeah, I really hope that they do. What if there's other people in them? What? Why?
I have no idea.
Then maybe Zero Senior brought Quark here. Put him in this pod thing too. Well, even if he did, we don't have any way to know why.
This pod is for medical treatment. Perhaps Quark has contracted some sort of illness.
Oh yeah, interesting point. Just before Quark went missing, he was acting like really weird. Everyone kind of put it down to like the stressful situation and like getting kind of depressed or something, but it felt like there was quite a sudden change in his behavior. He like kind of slumped against the wall as we were about to go through a door, and like kind of got like this faraway look in his eyes, and he was like talking about how we were all gonna die here or something. Like it didn't feel natural. Like I can understand why somebody would feel that in this situation, but it was really sudden. He went from kind of behaving fairly normally like all the other characters to just like being in the middle of like a crisis. He like kind of dissociated or something, and it was like really sudden. So I wonder if that's why He was brought in here to the pod? He's sick? What has he got?
How would I know that? In any event, we should return and let the rest of our companion know that we found Quark. I imagine Tenmyoji in particular will be pleased.
Yeah, I bet. Do you think you can carry him, or...?
No, I believe it will be best to leave Quark here. As I mentioned, there's a chance he has fallen ill. If so, then removing him from the pod would be dangerous. The treatment he is currently undergoing could be compromised.
Oh. We also have another reason why, we might not want to bring Quark with us. We have a reason why we might not want to tell Tenmyoji that we found Quark. And that is that Quark now has 9 points on his bracelet, so he can just leave. Even though nobody else has 9, Tenmyoji is like, if he gets hold of Quark, he's probably gonna do the same thing, right? And just let Quark escape and no one else. I'm interested to see how this plays down. Gives me zombie movie vibes. I have no idea, no knowledge of this game. He cares Quark so much. Yeah, he does. Oh, sweet. I also have to feel like there's like a sort of an undercurrent of guilt there. Oh,
I'll close the pod's cover then. Is that alright?
Yeah, sure. I feel like at least one of us should like stay here and keep an eye on him or something. Wait, I just thought of something. Are you sure he's going to be alright?
What do you mean?
Well, what happens if he wakes up? Tenmyoji is so predictable because Quark is, yeah, way more important than everyone else, yeah. Can he open that thing on his own?
He'll be fine. I noticed a lever inside that can be used to open the cover. So long as no one locks the pod, he should be able to leave whenever he wants.
But if someone locks him in, then he's screwed?
Yes, that is what I said, but you needn't worry. You see, I've not engaged the lock.
But somebody else could, Kay, that's the point.
Now, we should return to the Floor B warehouse.
Would betray you in a heartbeat for Quark. Yeah, exactly.
I imagine the others are already there.
Right, yeah. Okay, let's go. Being locked in a medical casket would be terrifying, right? Why is that lock option even there? Why is it right next to open and close? That is very suspicious. You're late. You want to talk. How much earlier did you get back again? I'd be surprised if you searched at all. This is it? Yeah, Clover and Tenmyoji still aren't back. So, find anything? Yeah, we sure did. Yeah? Well, go on, spill it. Sometimes patients like to deny treatment, but it's for their own good. I guess. But like, in that case, you should put the lock, like, option somewhere else. Like, it should be, like, behind, like a glass panel, and then you have to, like, push 2 buttons or engage 2 keys or something to lock the pod. Like, it should be right next to open and close. I explained to them how we found Quark in the treatment center. I see. Well, that's good to hear. Little jerk, making us all worried.
There is more.
And that is...
There is still some cause for concern.
Just spit it out.
Quark may have contracted an illness of some sort.
That is based on, like, nothing. You don't know that.
As such, he has been left in the treatment pod.
Will he be alright? Yeah, he'll probably... Do you even... Whatever. Hey, JC! Whatever. At least we found him. Pretty lucky he's alive, too. We just found Quark. The little kid that's been missing for, like, half the game. It's odd how they just assume Quark is sick. Yeah! Kay just really leaped onto that conclusion in kind of a suspicious manner. I thought it was kind of suspicious. He was like, oh, he might be sick. You know what? There is like a 100% chance that he's sick. Finding him should be the end of the game. We might be coming up to the end if we found him. Like, it could definitely trigger some drama, especially since he has... Oh... Okay, he has the 9 points needed to escape, but he doesn't have his bracelet to get out with it. So... That's interesting. So what's happened now is that somebody abducted Quark, and then Quark was missing for a while before he got 9 points on his bracelet. Quark went missing. Everyone ran around looking for him, couldn't find him, and then Luna and Alice turned up dead. And what happened there is that meant that Luna's vote automatically defaulted to ally, which meant that Tenmyoji could betray Luna and get 3 points added to Quark's bracelet. And now we've found Quark without the bracelet. So did the same person that killed Luna take Quark's bracelet? Like, did they manipulate that somehow? Yeti, what's your theory? You don't know anything about this game, so please feel free to drop your theory. I know it's just a guess. Yeah, it feels like somebody's been like manipulating this so that they could have like a number 9 bracelet, but then they have to get their own bracelet off if they have a bracelet. Otherwise, that's gonna kill them as soon as they enter the elevator. And there's also the possibility, what if they wanted to prevent Quark from winning but didn't want to kill him? Yeah, that's definitely a possibility. But like, in that case, you would just leave the bracelet alone, right? You don't, like, Quark is already unconscious and hidden. So was it necessary to take the bracelet? Especially since taking Quark's bracelet, like, you'd have to hide it somewhere else, I guess. If you carry it with you, then it would screw you over for going through, like, the other escape rooms and stuff. Like, you get found out pretty easily if you were carrying 2 bracelets. Unless it was the same color, would that work? I don't know. Anyway, interesting stuff happening this stream. Alright, anyway, but we found him and he's alive. He might be sick. For some reason, Kay is pretty certain that he's sick. I think that's like a 50-50. He may have just been like knocked unconscious or something by whoever just to facilitate this. But it is also possible that he is sick. Maybe he's even actually, how did Quark's team get through his color door? They managed to get through the door. I think they did the escape room thing together. And then after that, Quark went missing. Quark was with them when they went through the door. That was the last time that we saw him. And it was after we did the escape rooms that they came back out and they were like, oh my god, Quark is missing. Yeah, so it was like in between the escape room and the prisoner's dilemma thing, the ambidex room, that he went missing. If he needs a bracelet to win and he wakes up, then what if they hit it? Yeah. Don't know what the golems do. Could they have gotten it and left with it? Yeah, the golems, we don't know what they do either. They're basically just robots. And in theory, we shouldn't be thinking about them too much at this point, I guess. It hasn't really been shown that they can just like get up and walk around. The one golem that we did talk to that was activated, he got shut down in front of us while we were talking to him. So yeah, I don't know what to think anymore. Golem, I hardly know him. But yeah, it is a theory that I have that because we have been shown the Golem Bay and like how the golems could function. Because we've been shown the Golem Bay and how the golems could function, that they probably are like a piece of the puzzle somewhere. I think that they are tools that are being used in some manner, if not the way that I've like raised a couple of times. Yeah, I feel like they're probably doing something behind the scenes. It could also be that so we know about like the illness that's been like going around like the world, right? There's a pandemic out there outside this trap that we're currently in. I wonder if Quark was starting to show symptoms of that, and Zero Senior, whoever they are, was like, oh shoot, we need to isolate this guy. we can't have this dude running around being all like sick and infectious and stuff. Like, but at that point, like, wouldn't it be too late anyway? I don't know. I'm just throwing ideas out here. I have no idea. So that's confirmed, the pandemic thing, I mean. We found a newspaper clipping. Archives? I'm not sure where is it? What was it called? Billets poster, blah blah blah. Supplementary AB rules. Oh, okay, that's where this was. Was that Astronomy Today? No. We found a newspaper clipping at some point. I guess it's not in here. I don't know where it is. You might not have gotten us a file. Yeah, you're right. I think we didn't actually get it. Well, we did see like a newspaper about like a article about the pandemic that's going around. So that is a thing that happened at some point. Whether that's still ongoing or whether it's like a fake newspaper, we don't actually know. I'm invested now, right? Okay, anyway, what do you mean by that? I mean what I said, genius. I'm glad he's not dead, aren't you? As equivocal as ever, I see. How kind of you to say so. So was Quark all you found? The way you were talking made it sound like there was something else. Yeah, I'll explain that after Tenmyoji and Clover get back. Shouldn't you maybe explain it now? Like, what if we don't get a chance to later? There's a murderer running around. I so love how this game just sucks people in. Yeah. I don't know. I feel like this should be like a TV show. Like, someone needs to adapt these games. There's something I wanted to ask you about first, though. Are we gonna spray their wrists immediately? Oh no, wait, we don't have the luminol. When you went through the green door, did you search 2 different rooms? 2? No, just the treatment center. Busted is kind of like this? Oh, what's Busted? I see. Then what was the other one? What do you mean, the other one? It's a comedy show? Oh, cool. Knowledge is power. Best to keep any non-necessary information secret. Yeah. Our plan was to get everyone together into the rec room, tell them about the watch, and then spray everyone with luminol all at once, so that people aren't running around with extra knowledge, I think. You know where there's that intersection with 3 doors? Well, when Kay and I went in there, 2 of the doors were unlocked. Busted is a Korean variety show. Oh, fun! They get a bunch of Korean celebrities to pretend to be detectives and have them solve escape rooms or murder mysteries. Oh, fascinating. And there's a plot, but the participants don't know it. Oh, cool. That sounds kind of cool, apart from the fact that they're like celebrities. Like, that somehow just makes it like a lot less appealing to me. It's cool that it's on Netflix. Yeah, when Kay and I went there, 2 of the doors were unlocked. You guys unlocked the one that went to the treatment center when you went through the green door. But the other one... Who could have opened it? Don't look at me. I told you, we only opened the one that went to the treatment center. A Korean show only on Australian Netflix. I don't know if it's only on Australian Netflix. I think that's the only Netflix that Indy can confirm that it's on because he's in Australia. Like, I have no idea what's available on the US Netflix compared to New Zealand Netflix, compared to Australian Netflix. So the main lead is a Korean TV host slash comedian, and there's a couple of K-pop stars and actors. Oh, interesting. So there's like a comedian that's like in all of them, that's like doing the escape rooms, and then like the other people doing the escape rooms and stuff are like just kind of like, what's the word, supplementary? Or do they stay throughout as well? Could it have been Zero Senior? I don't know. Yeah, they're doing it as a group. Cool! What if the person who took the bracelet and used it to open the other door? I don't know if that's how it works. I'm legitimately not sure if that would open the Golem Bay door. I think that the Golem Bay door was opened from the inside. Probably. But I don't actually know. I've never watched Running Man. So did you and Kay go through the other door? Yeah. What was in there? Nothing, really.
It appeared to be some sort of room for servicing something.
That doesn't make any sense. So what the hell was whoever opened that door looking for? Who knows?
Tenmyoji and Clover are running rather late. Should we go and look for them?
No, there's something I want to check first. It's never easy with you, is it? Well, let's get it over with. What are we checking? Are we going to the rec room without Tenmyoji? Oh my god, we are. We just dragged these two to the rec room? What about Clover and Tenmyoji? I guess they're probably dead somewhere or something, I don't know. This is the rec room. Dio and I came here earlier when we were looking for Quark. So, why are we here? Was there something here you needed to see? I said nothing and instead made my way over towards the cabinet. Inside was the luminol. I reached in and pulled it out, and then hit it to the light switch and flipped it. The room went dark, and I headed back to where the others were still standing up. Can we just take a moment to appreciate, I guess it's like a little bit hard to see on the stream, but over here in the picture in the background, the lights are still very clearly lit. Like these are like glowing lights. They just dimmed the whole picture. Whoa, what is it? You gonna start telling ghost stories or something? Why, are you scared of ghosts? Ha, you're kidding me, right? Then show me how brave you are. What are you saying, Sigma? Stick out your bracelet. You too, Phi, please. Our bracelets? Yeah. I want to see the underside of them. What do you mean by that? That's something someone else brought to my attention before. They didn't actually change the image, just threw a dark filter on it. Yeah, it's so funny. It's like they just forgot to like make a version with the lights off. So I mean the side on the bottom. The side that doesn't have the display on it. Come on, are you really gonna make me explain this? I know what you mean. What I'm asking is, what the hell you think you're— Just do it! It's not that hard. Alpha minus 50%.
Should I also participate?
Yes! Also, we should participate. Everyone should, like, all four of us should be doing this. No, you're fine. Excuse me? What? Hello? Sigma? The Sigma? Your bracelet is a little different from ours. I guess! His bracelet is, like, embedded into his, like, arm thing. But, I feel like we should still spray around the outside or something. I don't know. But I'll join in just to make it fair. I'm glad Sigma's doing it. Yeah, because he's in like this kind of mech suit exoskeleton thing. He doesn't have, like, I don't think we can actually access like the underside of his bracelet in the same way. There was a brief moment of hesitation before Dio and Vi stuck out their arms. I held mine out as well, wrist pointed inward. Okay, upward. Okay, wait, so last time we were on the flip side of this. He's wearing a red robe, really good for hiding blood, that's all I'm saying. I feel like black is better for hiding blood because blood goes brown when it dries. Okay, so last time we kind of went through this, it was us, Sigma, and Phi, and we had come across Tenmyoji in the rec room, and Tenmyoji just kind of suddenly sprayed us with luminol, and Phi screamed. So I want to know if Phi screams this time. This okay? Yeah, and just hold it like that for a moment. As fast as I could, I pulled the luminol from my pocket and sprayed it across all three of our wrists. Gah! Gold! What the hell, man? Dio jerked his arm back with a shout. Don't see anything glowing. Pi's bracelet is clean. So is mine, of course. That leaves only Dio. Wait, what are you talking about? I'll explain in a minute. Just show me your bracelet. Is something wrong? Just show it to me. Come on, Dio, we don't have time for this. Why do I have to do what you tell me to do? Because I'm trying to prove your innocence. Like hell you are. I don't know what you're looking for, but you're not going to find it on me. Then just show me your arm. No, he's so suspicious. You don't get to order me around. I have rights. Well, he was very happy to stick out his arm when we asked him to earlier. So the fact that he's not showing it now is like, this... It makes no sense. You can't be okay with one set of orders and then not okay with another set of orders that are like both like pretty innocent. And Sussy from day one. Yeah, he doesn't even try to hide how sus he is. He's so bad at it. He's like... This is next level. Also, I'm wondering, even if he isn't the killer, he's looking pretty guilty, yeah. But if we go back to let me bring up the flow again. When we did like, I think it was this one, when we did this escape room, I think this was a security. Yeah, this is the security one. So when we went this way, we found that the order of deaths and everything was slightly different in this branch. But there was at one point where Dio found, I think it was Luna's body. And Dio found Luna's body and then like went out of frame, and we didn't see what happened, but it seemed like he was doing something to Luna's dead body. And we had like no idea what it was. We also weren't sure if she was dead at the time, so I guess he could have been killing her. But I think that he may have rifled through their pockets or something. I feel like he's the kind of person that just has a habit of like, you know, like, oh, they're already dead, so I might as well go through their stuff, right? And like pick up anything useful for me, which makes sense. But it would also mean that he might get blood on his hands if he's going through, like, you know, a stabbed person's pockets, right? So I think he might be worried that, like, even if he didn't kill anyone, it might make him look really bad because he'd have traces of blood somewhere, like even if he was actually innocent. He was just doing a little casual grave robbing or something. And he was the first one in this flow thing to find Luna and Alice dead in the crew quarters. So he had ample time to actually go through their pockets and do anything that he wanted to do before he came back to the rest of us and raised the alarm. So I think he's probably worried about that. Assuming that he didn't kill them, which I don't think he did because he's being so suspicious about it. Like I feel like he's so suspicious that he's not suspicious. You know what I mean? He's sus, but I don't think he killed anyone. If I was in this situation, I'd be like, quick, robot man, hold down the silly top hat man. Yeah, you just have to like overpower him, right? There's 3 of us and 1 of him. Just grab him. As he spoke, Dio made a break for the exit. He didn't get far.
I'm afraid I can't let you do that, Dio.
Gah! He spun around towards the other exit. Stop him!
Right.
He's so sus that you're kind of like, I think if he did it, he'd do a better job hiding. Yeah, I don't know, he's just too sus. I feel like he's too clueless, like he's not being smart enough, like... I don't know what you're talking about, but okay. Yeah, go fly. All 3 of us lifted Dio. Oh, we actually get some animation this time. I knew it. His bracelet's glowing. Then that means... Let me go! Get off me, you fuckers! Dio, you killed the old lady. We don't know that. That's not proof. It's very suspicious. But this isn't necessarily the old lady's bracelet. We had a stab victim earlier. He was the first one to find her. He probably moved her or did something. He also could have, like, done literally, and he could have, like, peed on his bracelet or something. Like, would that show up in Luminal? It's like bodily fluids, right? That means he at least knew about the old lady and didn't tell anyone. Does it? I don't think it does, because, oh, I guess so. But then he wouldn't have a reason to steal the bracelet, right? Finally, someone who realizes that Luminal reacts to more than just blood. Do other people forget that? I think about that all the time. I don't know why. People always bring up the whole Luminal blood thing, but it's like, it's bodily fluids, right? This could be like a whole new levels of sus going on in his wrist right there. You don't understand. This is all some kind of a mistake. Shit. What's going on here? I think it's about time you gave us the full story. Yeah, no kidding. I don't think people forget, they just always go straight to blood. It is like the most dramatic thing, I guess. The sus bodily fluids, yep. I said what I said. As quickly as I could, I explained to Phi and Kay that what I had noticed on the old woman's wrist. So the person with the bloody bracelet would have to be the person who killed her? No, that's not. These are such big leaps of logics, guys. Yeah, exactly. Sigma! This is the dangerous level of like you know enough to think that you're competent and you know everything and you can connect all the dots, but like he doesn't have all the pieces here. Even if they just wipe it off, I figured the Lumina would still react to the blood. Looks like I was right. We've got you, Dio. You might as well confess. Well? Ugh. Alright, fine. You caught me, I did it. Confidence is a killer, right? I killed the old bitch and took her bracelet. He is admitting to it! Why? Are you Zero? No! Why would Zero kill someone and take their bracelet? I don't... I was under orders. I was sent in here to do something. To do what? Who gave you this order? I'll die before I tell you. Oh, interesting. Why is he so loyal? Is it because, like, he would get killed if he told them? Is he being, like, monitored right now? Dio is so dumb. Yeah, he's... So your orders are more important than Alice and Luna's lives? Whoa, whoa, whoa. Let's not get ahead of ourselves. Yeah, no kidding. Like, there was only blood on his wrist, right? Alice was a stab victim. Like, I feel like there would have been more blood. Of all the guys, they sent this guy. I know, right? Like, maybe that was the best they had. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Let's not get ahead of ourselves. I killed the old lady, but that's it. I don't know anything about what happened to Alice and Luna. That wasn't you?
Tread carefully, Sigma. This man is not to be trusted. He has already shown he is willing to lie and kill.
Come on, I'm telling the truth. You gotta believe me. Even if we do believe you, you're still a killer. You just haven't killed as many people.
Exactly. He should be restrained somehow. If we leave him be, he may well kill again.
But where would we put him? In a pod in the treatment center? The one that locks really conveniently? It may have been via blackmail. Yeah, true, true. The best pawns could be the ones that have no worth to the blackmailer alive. True, yes. That's a very good point, Yeti. Is there a room we can lock or anything?
Perhaps we could put him in one of the treatment pods. Once we've locked it, he should be unable to escape.
Oh yeah. Hey, wait. I'll be good, I promise. Yeah, I think you're onto something, Kay. Let's go with that. Come on, please. Hey, listen to me. We'll let you out when the white door's open. Someone's going to need your bracelet to open the secondary door. Don't fuck with me, you guys. There's no way in hell I'm going in that thing. Let go. Let me go. God damn it. I told you assholes to let me go. You can't do this. Stop. Stop. Please stop. You can't. Ah! Does he like die or something? Like, is it? What was that? All right. There's a clock on the inside. That's so funny. All right. So Dio is in pod 2, and we think that Quark is still in pod 1, but that's not necessarily the case. Also, that the pod 1 screen is blue for some reason. That's suspicious. I'd like to see what's going on there. Open this fucking thing. I said open it, damn it. I don't think so. You're gonna pay for this. I should like muffle my voice for this too, since he's in the pod. I'm imagining a defeated Dio just being slumped over the robot man's shoulder. Yeah. He gets like just picked up like Shrek picks up Fiona when he like rescues her from from the castle. The whole like I'm not a messenger boy, I'm a delivery boy line, and just like hoists her onto the shoulder. That is totally how I imagined what happened here. When I get out of here, I'm going to fucking end you. Yeah, okay, whatever, Dio. So I guess we figured out who the murderer was, and we found Quark. Okay, Quark is still here. Now that's all that's left to do is find Clover and Tenmyoji. Yeah, assuming they're not dead. Why don't we head back to the warehouse? Wait, why don't we head back to the warehouse and start from there? And they may have already returned. Good point. Let's go. Vi doesn't mention anything about the bracelet being missing. Hopefully we gave her that info, like, off screen or something. Huh. Looks like they aren't back yet.
Perhaps they went to look for us.
Ah, man. Now we've got to go look for them. No, just stay there, guys. How much time until the white door's open? 50 minutes. Then I don't think we really need to hurry yet. Why don't we just wait a little longer? For all we know, they're on their way back right now. Thank you, Fi. Kay and I nodded. By the way, there was something I wanted to ask you guys about. Oh, yeah? Yeah. Quark's bracelet. Okay, so she did notice. When we found him in the pod, he wasn't wearing it. Why? How should I know?
Presumably it had been taken off before we found him.
So we have no idea where it is? Pretty much. I see. That's not good. Without that bracelet, we won't be able to continue the game. What? We need 3 bracelets to open the secondary door. If we lose one... Oh no. We wouldn't be able to go through the secondary door. Yeah. Who would be pairing up with Quark? The fact that neither Kay nor Sigma realized that, yeah, I know, right? No,
Quark's bracelet should be a red solo. That would mean that he'd be with the Cyan pair.
Who's the Cyan pair? Clover and Tenmyoji.
The 2 people who are missing.
Well, that's convenient. That means we can go through the doors, right? Quark's bracelet is gone and his 2 teammates have disappeared. What's going on? Does that mean Clover and Tenmyoji took the bracelet? Well, if they found Quark before you did, yeah, there's a good chance they did. Then why aren't they back yet?
Perhaps they've already gone through the white door.
What? No, that's not possible. The primary doors haven't even opened yet.
Perhaps someone opened one of them.
How?
I don't know, but it's happened before. Remember the 3 doors on the other side of the green door? Someone made one of them open. Perhaps this is the same thing.
But that's against the rules.
Yes, I know. But if the person opening the doors is Zero Senior, do you really think the rules matter? Zero Senior controls the entire game.
So you're saying that Clover or Tenmyoji is Zero Senior?
It is a possibility, and it would explain why they still haven't shown up.
Could they really have taken Quark's bracelet and gone through one of the white doors? If they did, we don't know where they went until the doors open for the rest of us.
So I would assume.
This is all just speculation, though. Maybe we should go look for them again. One of us can stay behind so that we don't miss them if they come back. Okay, I'll stay.
Sigma and I will go see if we can find them then.
Make sure you get back 5 minutes before the door opens, okay? Oh, and don't forget to bring Dio with you. Of course. It'll be pretty sad if we accidentally suffocated Dio or something, right? What if there was something else we had to do to prep the pods before we locked it? Like, did we like need to turn them on or something? Like, get the air filters started? I don't know. What if we just like show up and he's dead? I have no sympathy for that man. Yeah, that's fair. Neither do I. It would be pretty funny though. Toss him into the dungeon forever. This is the pantry?
So it would appear.
Yeah, you wouldn't catch me crying over his dead body. Yeah, me either. Well, it looks like they're not here.
When we started looking for Quark, they were sent off to search everything beyond the red door, which would have meant this room.
Not gonna do us any good hanging around in here, though. Let's head upstairs.
Very well.
Let me know if I'm being too extra. I get really into it. No, this is great. Please join in. If you don't already like know this game and like you're just kind of speculating along with me, please feel free. I really like talking through this kind of stuff in case you haven't already noticed. Alright, we're in the lounge. This is the room that we first solved. With Luna and Phi. No one here either, huh? Tenmyoji loves scotch so much. I thought we might find him here drinking some. It was around that time that I noticed Kay was acting strangely. He was staring at the shelf of alcohol in a way that I would probably have described as blankly if I could have actually seen his eyes. Me kicking and screaming with joy watching you theory craft the story about I'm glad you're enjoying it. Yeah, I love hearing people, like, I love being in your situation as well. Like, I really enjoy, like, knowing all the information and then, like, watching people, like, trying to work their way through it. It's really fun. Hey, what's up? You want a drink?
Oh, no. Well, I would enjoy a drink, but this mask...
Right. Sorry, that sucks. Honestly, I'd gotten so used to the suit, I kind of forgotten you were wearing it. Why the heck did they make you wear that thing, anyway? You still don't remember anything?
Well, actually... I did remember a little.
It's really fun because you guys bring a lot of interesting points I never thought of when I played it. Oh, that's always fun. Really?
Yes.
What do you remember?
My father.
When Dad, you remember that? Did it just pop up out of nowhere?
Please, don't joke. This is serious.
Yeah, what the hell, Sigma? So you remembered who your father was?
Yes.
What about your mom?
I don't seem to have one.
I have a tendency to latch onto random off points in this story for way too long. Me too, Yeti. Oh, more like, this is playing into my theory that he's not actually fully human. Is his father an engineer? Or is he a clone? There's a reason he's in the suit, right? There's gotta be a reason. Oh, so your dad raised you?
Well...
He's not human. He's not human, right? Kay stopped for a moment, then calmly folded his hands in front of him. Oh! Cute! I was raised in the facility where my father worked. He was the only person who worked there, which meant he was the only person I saw until I was older. It's baby Kay! That had been a situation for as long as I could remember, though, so I never thought it odd. He wouldn't allow me to go near him while he was working, but the only times he wasn't working were the times when he was sleeping. As such, the only communication I had was with the education software that he'd given me. I suppose I was a fairly expressionless child then. Why is he still wearing the mask back then? I think, if I'm interpreting this correctly, and this isn't actually him, it might just be that this is his current, like, self-image. He has amnesia, and he doesn't actually know what he looks like underneath the mask, if, you know, if there is anything under the mask. So I feel like this picture is just, like, the representation of him as best as he can do at the moment. Because he just doesn't know what he actually looks like or anything. And yes, the Zero bunny. I kind of like that bunny. I kind of want one of those. I was about to say robots growing up would be a bit weird, yeah. Yeah, my interpretation is that we don't know what he looks like, so the game is showing us this so we have something to see. Yeah, exactly. It's not actually showing this picture of the Sigma, yeah. That explains his reaction to the rabbit, right? Yeah. We develop body language to communicate with others, and with no one else to communicate with, I suppose it makes sense. Once I learned how to read and write, I began to realize that my situation was not normal. Many of my books mentioned a mother as part of the family, and in several, the mother, father, and children would eat meals together and talk to one another. Soon I found myself longing for a mother of my own. Someone who would always be with me, who would scold me if I did something wrong, At night, they would read to me before bedtime. If only I had a mother like that, I thought, I would be so happy. So, for the first time in my life, I asked my father for something. He had finished working and, as usual, was making his way towards his bedroom when I stopped him and asked for a mother. He looked at me silently for a long time before finally responding, "Okay." I remember to this day how happy I was at that moment. A few months later, he called me into his laboratory. It was the first time he'd ever done anything like that. My heart was beating quickly as I stepped inside. Standing next to him was a young woman, and my hopes soared. But when he said her name, or rather, her ID number, they were dashed. He had given me a robot to play the part of a mother. I didn't want a mother that was just a machine who did what a human told her to. When I told my father that, he looked surprised for the first time in my life. Then he frowned, coughed, and admonished me for being a whiner. He never scolded me for anything before. At first I was surprised, then angry. Hot tears streamed down my face. Does he actually remember tears streaming down his face? Or is that, like, did his memory fill that in because he's expecting to be human? I mean, I wouldn't say no to a robot mom. Yeah, have you guys seen Umbrella Academy? That robot mom was sweet. My father ordered the robot to take care of me and shoot us out of his lab. The robot was very convincing, and she smiled and spoke as if she was a real person, but I refused to answer her and locked myself in my room. I love that show. Me too! It was such a great show. I've watched the first season like at least 3 times. You can talk to a robot, and it will respond. But in the end, you're still talking to a machine, not a person. If that was what I'd wanted, I'd still have the education software my father had given me. When I ignored the robot as it tried to take care of me, it looked sad. It couldn't really be sad, of course. It was only programmed to look that way. A robot's facade. Is it facade? Facade. Facade? Facade? Is it a hard C? I like Umbrella Academy a lot. I like 5. Yeah, 5 was the little kid that, like, does the time jumping, right? Facade? Thank you! Thank you, Indian Bob. A robot's facade of sadness didn't mean anything to me. Hey, that's Robotist. Team Robot Mom! Yeah! Team Robot Mom! After that, I stopped expecting anything from my father. We never really spoken to begin with, so it was easy enough for me to make sure we never saw one another. Hey, Greya! Hi, it's me. Hi, Sil. Hi, chat. Happy birthday, Indy. Wait, is it Indy's birthday? Yeah, go back to work. Have a great day. Is it Indy's birthday? Indy, is it your birthday? Happy birthday, Indy! Also, hi, Greya. Thanks for popping in. Hi, Pat. It's not. Happy unbirthday, Indy. My birthday's in July. Oh, yeah, I knew that. Yeah, there's... I don't know what's quite happening here in this one, Pat. We unlocked some of Kay's memories, and I'm suspicious about them. How's it going, Pat? Happy unbirthday? Sounds like you're killing them off. Kind of does, doesn't it? Okay, I read this. I lived my life as if he didn't even exist. Perhaps it seems strange to you that I continued to live with him, but I never considered leaving. Perhaps in the hidden depths of my heart, I longed for a relationship with my father. Everything changed when I was 18. I left my room one morning to find a woman standing outside of it. She was the first human I'd ever seen, apart from my father, and I was understandably surprised. For a moment, I thought my father had created a new robot, but when I told her that, she laughed and explained that she had come to help him. As it turned out, she was a very mysterious person. You know what robot mom needs to function? A motherboard! Good one, Yeti. She was much older than I was, but something... Yeah, Flesh Mom! She She was much older than I was, but something about the way she behaved was almost girlish. She would tell me stories about the world outside in such a way that I was never sure if she was telling the truth or making up fantastic lies. Ultimately, though, the truth didn't matter. I loved her stories. She wasn't helping my father directly with his research, so I spent most of my days with her. Before long, I discovered that she'd known my father when he was young. She told me stories of how he'd fallen in love as a younger man, and I began to imagine that the person he'd fallen in love with had been her, and that she was, in fact, secretly my mother. After she settled in with us, our long-established routine began to change drastically. First, we started to eat together. Before then, I had never shared a meal with anyone in 18 years. She scolded me for my table manners, or more accurately, the lack thereof. If I was going to eat with others, she said, I would need to be more polite. Having eaten alone for my entire life, manners had never been something that I'd thought about. My father got in trouble too when he made the mistake of reading through research papers during dinner. The look of surprise and embarrassment on his face made me burst into laughter. I couldn't remember the last time I shared a laugh with my father. It might have been the first time. The room we considered a living room changed too. Before that, it had been another room, but she made it comfortable. After we finished our dinner, I would sit on the sofa and relax with her and my father. Those times were the ones I cherished the most. For a little while every day, I got the family I longed for ever since I was a child. At her suggestion, I started to help with my father's research. He specialized in genetic engineering, and I discovered that I had an interest in it as well. Time faded away, and I lost myself in research. He specialized in genetic engineering, guys. Genetic engineering! Doesn't have a mom! Geneticist dad! Now that we were working and studying together, my father and I had a great deal to talk about. For the first time in my life, we began to speak with one another like a father and son. Whenever I impressed him with something I'd learned, I felt a surge of happiness, and it drove me to study even harder. My days felt full, right, and meaningful, but most importantly, I was happy. 4 years passed in the blink of an eye. The character in the background of the story looked suspiciously like the old woman that died. And 4 years passed in the blink of an eye, until one day I happened to overhear my father and the woman speaking in the laboratory. Geneticist dad, no mom, so clone. That was one of my theories, yeah. I was like, Kay could be a robot, or he could be a clone, or like some other thing. Their tone was serious, so I listened closer, curious to know what they were talking about. That was when I heard her say that she planned to give her life to achieve their goals. It was clear that she wasn't being metaphorical. She would have to die. I was in shock. The research I'd thrown myself into would lead to her death? I asked my father to stop his research immediately. He refused to listen. She agreed with him. She told me that she had been prepared for what she had to do since the day she came to our facility. My father had known about it from the beginning as well. Angry and disappointed, I began to investigate what exactly the research I'd been helping with was working towards. Perhaps, I thought, I could figure out a way to keep her alive. I discovered much more than I bargained for. To begin with, I learned that the ultimate success of my father's research would require a great deal of sacrifice. I also learned that my own existence was just another part of his project. I had been created to function as my father's spare. Here's a clue. If he died during his research, I was intended to continue it in his place. I was stunned. I was furious with my father, and with her, and even with the research that I'd poured myself into for 4 years. There was only one thing to do: destroy the facility and end my father's horrible research once and for all. So, like, clone for spare parts? Didn't sound like spare parts. Except the spare part is him. Oh, yeah, if you're thinking of like the bigger picture. I made plans to destroy the main reactor, and with it, the entire facility. But she saw right through me. My father was livid and locked me in my room until his research was complete. All I could think of was how I might stop him. She did her best to convince me that I'd misunderstood, that everything would be fine. As much as I wanted to believe her, I remembered in the back of my mind that she had been the one who pushed me to become involved in my father's research. Had that been an earnest desire to give me something to do with my life, or... Still, I couldn't bring myself to hate her. Is she here the Flesh Mom or the Robo Mom? Yeah, I think she's the Flesh Mom. Like, she's the person that, like, showed up, as a quote-unquote real human, in front of Kay's door. So I'm assuming Flesh, otherwise why would she need to sacrifice herself for, like, genetics research, right? She had given me a reason to live. Even if she had conspired with my father to mold me into his replacement, the warmth that she'd shown me had been real. She made me feel as if I had a real family, and that was something I wouldn't have given up for the world. Listen, it's a mom's choice to make, not his. Yeah, I understand his wanting to stop her, but yeah, I know, right? He's only 18 at this point, from what I understand. Oh, well, I guess a bit older than 18. 18 was when she showed up. And then he said 4 years, right? So he's 22. So still, like, pretty young. His world is very, very small. It only consists of his father, himself, and this woman. So I think it's very understandable that he just will do everything to, like, take this decision away from her. Oh, I pushed the wrong button. I pleaded with her to leave, but she quietly shook her head. There was someone very special to her, she told me. He had saved her life once, and she felt her death would help repay that favor. She would have liked nothing more than to marry him and live a happy, normal life together, but she couldn't. For his sake, she said, and for the sake of the future that she wanted, she was determined to see my father's research succeed. I realized then that although she was the most important person in my life, there was someone more important than me in hers. She tried to explain that beyond what we could see was a future where no one would have to die, but I refused to listen. Wait, so he is working on, like, making people immortal? That's the research? There goes my theory with the immortal jellyfish in the tank earlier, right? Immortal mom, maybe not this one. This research sounds like robo-gorillas from the Fallout universe. I am not familiar with the robo-gorilla. Why is that word so hard to say? What good was the potential future to me? It was what I had now that I wanted. I couldn't stand to think that she would give her life for a man I'd never even seen. So I shut myself off from the world. Perhaps that is why I lost my memory. Well, you've seen like 2 people, right? He doesn't, like... He has a very small sample size. Like... Kay let out a deep, tired sigh. A man that I had never even seen isn't a very strong statement, right? I'm sorry. I lost track of time. It's okay. Not having any memories is less than desirable, but it could be argued that regaining them is almost more taxing. So you remember almost everything? No, the details are still indistinct. Especially more recent events. Huh? Sigma, I'm sorry, but would it be alright if I laid down for a bit? What's wrong? I don't feel very well. It must be because I remembered so much so quickly. My head feels like it's going to explode. Are you okay? Yes. I think I just need to rest. Okay. Basically, in Fallout, there's a research facility that made creatures indistinguishable from normal creatures, but made from robotics to the point where they have personalities. Sounds a bunch like this. Yeah. It does sound a lot like that. The golems in here had, like, personalities as well. Okay, take as long as you need. I'll go look for Clover and Tenmyoji myself.
I'm sorry. Thank you.
Kay lowered himself heavily onto the red sofa in the corner of the room. Well, I guess I'd better get moving then. And so we split up. And now Kay is free to do, like, anything while we're gone. I stepped out of the room and nearly ran into Phi. What are you doing? You're supposed to be waiting back at the warehouse. Yeah, I know. I just decided to check in on you guys. I waited a long time and nobody showed up. Judging by your face, you haven't found them either. Well, we were just kind of talking the whole time, so... Yeah. Where's Kay? He's in the lounge. You decide to split up? Well, not quite. Instead of waiting for my answer, she opened the door to the lounge and walked in. Has he like gotten up and gone already? Did he run away to get up to sussy shenanigans? Oh no, he's still there. What's up with him? I guess he's not feeling too well. He said that he wanted to rest for a bit. Is he alright? I think so. We should leave him alone right now, though. Remember, there's a real person inside that suit. We think! It's not confirmed. We don't actually know this. I'm sure he's just tired. Tired, huh? How are you feeling? Huh? I feel tired just looking at you. Your face is like a week-old sock. Really? Well, I guess I'd be lying if I said I wasn't a little exhausted. I mean, all of a sudden I wake up trapped in some weird-ass game, and then dead bodies start turning up. Honestly, I'm amazed I managed to hold on to my sanity for this long. Just about everything here makes absolutely zero sense! The more I try and figure out any of it out, the more I feel like my brain's just going to melt and run out my ears. You know what I'm talking about, right? We managed to figure out who the killer was, but there's still 100 other questions we have no idea about. Where the hell are we? Why are we even here? What's this whole nunnery game thing for? And what is Zero Senior up to? Hell, how about who Zero Senior is? The rabbit said that he was one of us, but... Do you think it's Dio? Who knows? Besides, we still don't know why Dio killed them. Well, he only said he killed one. You'll ever buy ingredients just to eat them separately? Much as Odoria. I do like deconstructed, like, food sometimes. Like, you know, you can have, like, deconstructed sandwiches or whatever, and it's all just, like, the sandwich pieces, like, arranged on a plate. I like that kind of thing. I do enjoy that. He said he was ordered to do it, but... And there's more, too. What about the old lady? Yes, actually, it's why I'm not a good cook. I have no patience. Understandable. Who is she? What's her deal? Hell, what are any of our deals? I don't know jack shit about anybody here. I don't even know anything about you, Phi. Are you serious? You can't honestly suspect me, can you? No, that's not it. I'm just like you. I was kidnapped on December 25th and brought here too. That's why an unpopular doctor too. No patience. And she trailed off. Oh, we heard banging. Did you guys hear that? You heard that, right? Yeah. It came from the hallway. Let's go have a look. There's nobody here. Maybe they got on the elevator? Let's try hitting the button. If the door doesn't open immediately, then we'll know the elevator is downstairs. The only doctor with no patience I know of reset the universe. That reminds me. me I need to watch The Matrix again. I know that's not what you were talking about. It just reminded me of the architect for some reason. I thought so. Let's go. Matrix is so good. It is, yeah. Speaking of, I heard Doctor Who is going to Disney Plus now. Oh. Like all of it, or just like the newer seasons, or... I don't even watch Doctor Who or have Disney Plus, so I don't know why I'm asking. Which way? Where do you think they went? Let's just head for the green door. Why? Because the treatment center's there. That's where Dio and Quark are. I only heard of the new season, so I don't know if they're bringing over the old ones. I love The Matrix. Yeah, me too, Valkers. It was my favorite movie, well, movie series franchise. It was my favorite franchise for like the longest time, and then John Wick hit the scene. So, does the fight scene with all the Smith and Reloaded bothers you? It bothers me. It looks... I think it's a very fun scene. It is, like, kind of uncanny valley, though. There's some very heavy, like, CG stuff going on in there. But it doesn't bother me that much because I know that they're in the Matrix, like, they're in a simulated reality. So, I think it was, like, quite comical. It was just fun. Yeah, exactly. It didn't really feel serious. It was, like, a little bit... It was like weirdly lighthearted for the middle of a Matrix movie, I thought. It was a cool scene though. Did you see it wasn't all CG. I know the fight scene itself had like a lot of CG. You can see that when you're watching it. But but like when they were doing like a lot of the like the Smith stuff, they made like a lot of physical masks of like the actor. And there were like actors wearing a mask for like quite a bit of it. You know those RPG? Oh yeah, Smith fights. I tend to intentionally not focus on the details. Yeah, that's valid. I can get how that could bother someone. You know those RPGs where you have a super hard fight and the final boss is like, okay, yeah, this is just story now. That scene was like that. One silly final fight to end the story. Oh, so you're talking about the big one at the end of Revolutions? Because I thought, who was it that brought it up? Was it Yeti? No, it was Jesse. I thought Jesse was talking about the one in Reloaded. The one after you have that conversation with the Oracle and she gives Neo like the piece of candy, and they're like having a conversation about the nature of the programs and how they work, and then she leaves and then like a whole bunch of yeah Jesse, you're talking about Reloaded. Yeah, that one, right? The one where he first encounters like the massive horde of Smiths, and then we have like that fun fight scene with like the what was it? It was like a sign or something. There was like a pole by Noe. There's like a pole or something that he starts smacking all the Smiths with, and at one point we even have like this hilarious sound effect that sounds like dominoes falling. It was a street sign, yeah, something like that, right? yeah, the bowling pin sound effect, yeah, exactly. That was so weird. It was super weird. Fun scene though, but like it didn't quite fit. Super fun though, I enjoyed it. Anyway, what were we doing? All right, we're going through the green door because of the... I assume they meant the one with like a million Smiths. Yeah, that's... The Million Smith is in both Reloaded and Revolutions. I imagine it's a baseball bat. No, it's like quite long because he rips it out of the ground, like, and it's still got like a lump of concrete in it, and the first thing he does, like, he'll like smack a Smith with it, and the block of concrete at the end like goes flying everywhere, and then he just kind of like swings it around and uses it as like a that scene. I may have seen that movie like a few too many times. It is funny, it just really stuck out to me on a rewatch. Yeah, it's really silly. All the Smith battles are kind of like that though, just fun. Yeah, I agree. They just made too many. They couldn't make it serious, otherwise there's no way that Neo would win. If you watch the slow motion of the entire fight, they ragdolls like great. Yeah, I've even noticed that on full speed when like you can see like the people are kind of like bending weirdly. When he uses one of the smiths as a weapon themselves. Oh, that sounds familiar. Did he do that? I don't remember that part. Like I always say, ragdolls make everything better. Yeah, it was such a fun scene. I'm definitely watching The Matrix again. I was meant to do that for Mother's Day. Alex was like, hey, what do you want to do for Mother's Day? Do you want to watch The Matrix? I was like, oh yeah, let's watch The Matrix. And then I never did. Maybe I'll watch that tonight. Anyway, we're going to the treatment center for some reason. You aren't worried? I just want to make sure they're safe. They're fine. Tenmyoji or Clover probably made that noise. Oh my god, Sigma. What? Yeah, he grabbed one of them by the feet and started swinging them around before throwing them into the... Oh wait, yeah, I remember the bit throwing them into the ground. That was weird. But I don't think that hurt Quark or Dio. Mother's Day, I think, in New Zealand too? Yeah! Mother's Day is one of the holidays that are, like, surprisingly global. Like a lot of countries celebrate it at the same time. It's pretty surprising. Father's Day is not like that for a fun reason. Because, Mother's Day... Yeah, Father's Day is a Hallmark holiday. Mother's Day was, like, actually, like, a legit thing. That wasn't... If I recall correctly, it wasn't, like, it didn't start off commercial, if you know what I mean. Like it was like actually like a pretty legit holiday, Mother's Day. And then Father's Day came along quite a bit later because they were like, well, there's a Mother's Day, let's make a Father's Day. And then that one, I think it was started by Hallmark or something. It was that one was much more commercial. There was like more of an intent behind that one. So Father's Day, while almost everywhere has it now, it's the dates are like a lot more shuffled around than Mother's Day. So almost everyone celebrates Mother's Day at the same time, but Father's Day is on different dates of the year throughout the world, depending on like, you know, where you live. For me, it's in September. In New Zealand, Father's Day is celebrated in September. I can't remember where it is for America, but I know it's not September. Is it like June or July or something? Like, it's super weird. It always catches me off guard. Alright, are you sure? Huh? That's so weird. Yeah, it's because Father's Day was made specifically to sell stuff. Yeah. So it's like Valentine's Day, but Split Saint Valentine's Day was a real thing that Hallmark turned into something much different. Yeah, exactly. It is June. I nailed it. Dio admitted to killing the old woman, but he still insists that he didn't kill Ace or Luna. What if he's telling the truth? Are you serious? You're gonna believe him? Yeah, like why would he just admit to half of it? It doesn't matter. I just want to know if they're safe. No harm in being careful. Ace or Luna? Oh wait, is that what I said? Oops. Alice or Luna? I mean, Ace is dead, right? Did he die? He did, right? Yeah, he's dead. Alright, fine. Alright, who do you think is missing? Are they both gonna be missing? Is Dio still there? Maybe Dio is dead. I wanna say Quark is missing and oh, Ace got arrested? Lame. I mean, I guess that's nice. Or maybe they're both there and there's like a third person in the pod. We headed to the first pod. I cracked open the top and lifted it back. Is he there? Is he there? The screen is still blue. Okay, he's still there. He looks the same. There was Quark, sound asleep. See? Yeah, I guess you're right. I was probably getting worried for nothing. I think that Dio was ordered by someone, probably Zero Senior, and he's compromised now. So he's like, he's been like stabbed or killed or something, or he's just missing. It's so that they don't have so that he doesn't like rat them out. I feel like he's not there anymore or dead. Although he has to live with the knowledge that he killed all the other members of his crew by being manipulated by Zero. I don't think Ace cares. Are we still sure he isn't dead? Not really, no, we're not sure, Bob. The handle on the second pot was set to open! You saw it in the background? Oh my god, really? Oh. Good catch if so. Hopefully this wasn't another light bulb situation where the room was supposed to be dark and they were just too lazy to make a different thing. Ace Daddy is it's too bad he's evil. Help. I forgot that you liked Ace. Alright, how about Dio? Let's open his. Okay, it was set to lock. Now we set it to open. He's dead! I called it! I called it! It looked like he was strangled or suffocated or something. Did we really forget to turn the oxygen on? Do you think we suffocated him? That was like what I said when like we left him here. I was like, what if we didn't what if we didn't set up the pod properly? I did not kill him, shut up, Bob. He choked his own spit. That would be unfortunate. I feel like that's how I'm gonna go. Oh no, Dio's dead. You suffocated him like you suffocated Burnsy? No, I didn't! His bracelet's gone too. No, his bracelet is right there. Or at least a bracelet is right there. Right here. It's like kind of half covered up by the text box. So it's a little bit hard to see. But there is something like by his neck. It looks like it just fell off his wrist here. Look at Burnsley, not the mouse. Yeah, he's dead. His bracelet's off his wrist, so he's dead, and it looks like he died in this position because it like fell down here. Another murder. No, I didn't kill anyone. I think. Maybe just something about the pods mean the bracelets come off since Quarks is off too. Yeah, you're right. Dio is clearly peacefully sleeping. So test that by climbing into a pod. No. I'm gonna laugh if it was as simple as they forgot to turn the oxygen tank on. It would be so funny if it was that. It would be, like, pretty gold. But Dio was scared of coming into the pods. It kind of felt like he had knowledge about these pods that we didn't, because he was terrified of coming in here. So, I don't know, I feel like there's a little something going on there. What the hell? Check his pulse! It was pointless to check his pulse. He was obviously dead, but I did it anyway. Yeah, he's dead. Oxygen level 0%! It was the oxygen! It was the oxygen! Oh my god, Black Blue, how much did it kill you when I said, like, it'd be funny if we didn't turn the oxygen on? And you knew that this was how he died. Look, the oxygen level for his pod says 0%. So you totally could. You have no idea how much I was giggling. Okay, good. Then that means he asphyxiated. But why? Someone must have tampered with the pod and lowered the oxygen levels. Or didn't set it up correctly. Who? And the status is just so blunt. I know, right? Status dead. Or you're just bad at using the pods. I know, right? We didn't know how to operate the pods, so like it was pretty optimistic of us to just throw him in there. Look, we should go tell Kay about this. Come on, let's go. And we go back and Kay's dead. Without waiting for me to follow, Fi turned and ran off. I took a deep breath and followed. Fi and I burst into the lounge and ran up to Kay. I feel like, given this game is probably supposed to be a murder and not just forgetfulness. Yeah, I think so too. It would feel like a little out of character for the game, for it to be just whoopsies instead of like a planned murder. Yeah. It does mean that whoever murdered Dio knew how to operate the pods, right? He knew how to like cut off the oxygen or something. He had some knowledge of the pods. So it feels like maybe Zero Senior, or I feel like it was most likely Zero Senior that did that. And I feel like that was probably because Dio got caught. Like he got sent to do something, got caught, and then this person is just tying up loose ends. I don't know how accurate this game is with death, but rigor mortis kicks in around 3 to 6 hours after death. Given Dio is stiff like a statue, how long were they away from him? Less than 50 minutes for sure. Less than 45 minutes. So probably like maybe half an hour or something. But yeah, he looks hella stiff. Okay, wake up! Something's happened! When he didn't move, I grabbed him by the shoulders and shook. He twitched and quickly sat up.
What is it?
We explained about how we found Dio dead and how it looked like he died of asphyxiation. It appeared that someone had reduced the oxygen level of his pod to 0. What? But why?
I thought that Dio was the one who killed the old woman, Alice, and Luna. Then who killed him if he was the murderer?
Oh my god, Kay, please, you're killing me. The only people who could have done it are Clover and Tenmyoji. Well, I mean, it could have been Pai. There's also Quark. What? No. That's impossible. Are you suggesting that Quark woke up, opened his pod from the inside, killed Dio, and then went back to sleep? I mean, he can open the pod from the inside. We covered this, Sigma. No, I'm just saying that, strictly speaking, it's a possibility. Yeah, he's the closest one. Just, take it into consideration.
Well, in that case, Phi, I hate to say it, but doesn't it mean you could have done it?
Me?
Yes. You could have done it any time after Sigma and I left the Floor B warehouse.
Don't give me that. I was just waiting for Clover and Tenmyoji to show up. Yeah, but you can't, nobody can collaborate your story. Dio must have been a loose end. Yeah, I think so too. They did very much point out that he could get out at any time. Yeah, they specifically said it because they were worried about locking him in. They never did though, so I got impatient and went to find you guys. Then I bumped into Sigma in front of the lounge. She went on to explain about the sound that we'd heard.
I see. So you heard something. Then perhaps it is likely that Clover and Tenmyoji were at fault?
Were the two of you together the whole time you were investigating?
Yes, we were.
You never split up or anything? Nope. Could have been a golem.
In any event, we don't have a great deal of time to discuss it.
Oh yeah, Bob mentioned earlier about the protag being pretending to be innocent or whatever. The protagonist could also be a golem, right? We don't, right? Right? Oh crap. We've only got 7 minutes until the primary doors open. Alright, let's get back to the Floor B warehouse. Maybe Clover and Tenmyoji are already there. Everyone is golems and everyone is there.
Oh, where's Dio's bracelet?
Oh my god, did we just leave it there? You guys! Huh?
You didn't take it? Dio was a green solo. If Vi and I are the magenta pair...
Shit, you're right. Without Dio's bracelet, we won't be able to open the secondary door.
I fear not.
Then we need to hurry. We'll drop by the treatment center on the way back and grab the bracelet. Watch his bracelet be gone now? Exactly. I know, right?
All three of us don't need to go. You two go on ahead. I'll get the bracelet.
Sus? Super sus. Okay? Very sus. So sus. Alright.
Oh, one other thing. I need to give you these.
The yellow pair bracelets? Were these Alice and Luna's?
Yes. Without these, you would be stuck. So, here you are. Please take them.
Also, Kay wasn't with you when you found the body, right? Kay would never betray. Yeah, never ever betray us. That's definitely not a thing that happened before that led to our death earlier. I grabbed the bracelets and put them into my pocket. Alright, let's get going. Shit. They're not here. Wait, Kay killed you? Kind of indirectly, yeah. So in the previous flow, yeah, Kay killed everyone. So when we did this branch, where's Burnsley? Okay, look at Burnsley, not the mouse. So when we did this branch, this was the one where we chose to ally with Kay when we were in the Prisoner's Dilemma game. So we allied with Kay, Kay hit Betray, got 3 points, got like total of 9 BP, opened the 9th door, and then just left and left everyone stuck here. He was just like, I'll get out and call the police, bye, and then just like ran off and everyone like died. Trapped inside. Maybe they did go through the door, like Kay said. Do I still have my... Okay, good. With Quark's bracelet? Or what? Oh, come on, man. You better not give me that maybe they already did crap. I got enough of it from Dio. You gotta be kidding me. This isn't funny, Fi. If you're right, then you, Kay, Quark, and I are the only people alive in here. Hey, lay off. I want to believe that they're alive, too. Oh, so left with good intentions, but accidental murder. Yeah, pretty much. That sounds more accurate to a guy who was sheltered for most of his life. Yeah, it really does. But we heard a noise and turned. Is it Kay? Is it Kay? Who is it? Is it Kay? Is it him, Yoji? It's Kay. I apologize for keeping you. Hi, Isaac! Hello, fellow drink rationer. Bless you. Oh, no! Welcome in, Isaac! Everyone hydrate. I mean, technically he didn't kill you. The game ended before you found out if he ever sent for help. Yeah, I guess, but like, didn't we end that run? Like, didn't the ending here have a skull on it? I feel like this had a skull. Did you get Dio's bracelet? What's your opinion on Robomum versus Flesh Bump Bob? Yeah, how do you feel about robotic mothers? Most of the chat is for them, apart from Pat. Well, technically yes, but wait, what was the question? Oh, the bracelet. Best you just see it. This is what I found in Dio's pod. It's broken! Is it? Is it actually Dio's bracelet? Is this a fake? Does somebody else have Dio's bracelet? Was it broken when you saw it? I couldn't see the front of it. Like, this was like 180 degrees turned around and on like next to Dio's head. So I couldn't see if it was broken or not. And yeah, I didn't pick it up. Can you do that? Wait. Maybe Dio broke it trying to get out? I don't know. It looks like it would require a lot of force. There's like a lot of force to apply if it's attached to your wrist. Maybe that's why it was left behind. Yeah, it could have been that the killer smashed it because they didn't really want another bracelet floating around. Or maybe Kay broke it. Yeah, he could have. He volunteered to grab it. Yeah, you're right. It was very suspicious. He just like, he was like, oh, all three of us don't need to go. Oh, you guys go ahead. I'll just grab the bracelet. And it's like, what? Why? Why can't we just all go? K is 0? He could be. He's 0 and he has amnesia, so he forgot that he's 0. Like, at least that's how the game started. I could see that working. What? What the hell?
I assume whoever murdered Dio did this.
But why? There's no point. Hey, Indy or Black Blue, if you guys are here, how far away? I'm thinking of ending the stream when I go through a door or we reach an ending. How long is that gonna take me? Not long. Okay. I didn't want it to be like, oh no, we can't get through the door, and then there's like another half hour of conversation. Not long for an ending. Oh no. Yeah, it kind of feels like we're coming up to an ending and we can't get through the door. There's no point.
I can't say for sure, but if I were to guess,
doors are open. Just based on the tree. Oh, I can't trust the tree. 7 hours. Oh no. Yes, leaving this on a cliffhanger would suck. Chromatic doors have opened. I have left like 999 on a cliffhanger before. That was kind of fun. 5 minutes remain until chromatic doors close. Maybe save now just to be safe. Okay. Save. Yes. Back. Would it help to save in multiple slots? I have no idea. I have no idea. Yeah, good to finish this before streaming ends. Okay, thank you, Black Blue. Don't know how data loss works neither. I don't know what happened. With a bracelet like this, I doubt we can get past the secondary door. That means Kay and I will... Oh no. Shit. You're gonna... When the time comes, those 3 doors will automatically close. If anyone's left outside after they close, they'll be penalized. So these guys are staring down the face of death right now. I think, is it that Sigma is the only person that can get through them? I can't remember the colors and stuff. I see. That's what they wanted. Sigma is okay? Alright, Sigma's fine, but everyone else is screwed. Whoever killed Dio wanted to use the game to kill me and Kay. That's why they broke the bracelet.
I think so. It makes the most sense.
How can you be so calm? In 5 minutes you're gonna be... Go on ahead, Sigma. You have those bracelets Kay gave you, right? You should be able to get through the secondary door with those. So just... Fuck that. You know I can't just ditch you guys like that. What are you gonna do, Sigma? Like, are you dying here as well? Doesn't help.
But if you stay here, you'll...
You think I don't know that? But what kind of a monster am I if I just leave you here to die? Sigma's gonna kill himself by staying here? Yeah, it makes no sense. Like, what would you gain from that? Ah! God damn it! Sigma's thought process always confuses me. Yeah, me too. This was bad. What was I going to do? I need to calm down. Just calm down. Calm down and think. There had to be a way to save them. There had... To be continued! Oh! What? Wait, what? Are you off today still or no meetings? I'm not off. There's no meetings. I've been keeping an eye on my team's messages and emails the whole time. So there's like nothing urgent that's coming in. You're Sigma, right? Yeah, I am. Save time. Yeah, time to save. Let's take a look at what that did to the flow. Oh, what? Wait. So we need log number 1. So there's something that we can do to progress past this, but we just can't do it right now. Fascinating. So this is you don't know enough yet. Yeah, exactly. So so we run into a block here, and we also, damn it, I just, wait, come back, no! I just want to get back to the flow. Help, please. There's so many flashing lights. The only way to save them is to get through a door, right? I think so. But an intentional cliffhanger. Yeah, intentional cliffhanger. So the way these flows have gone so far, since some of the game didn't save, if we follow Burnsley, hang on. Okay, if we follow Burnsley, so over here we got stuck. It was like here somewhere that we encountered the same thing and we couldn't progress any further. Over here was a dead end. This was one where Tenmyoji found Quark and just threw him in the elevator and hit go and basically just saved Quark and no one else. Everyone else died. Or like was left to rot. And then this one is where Kay got to 9 points and Kay just left and went, catch you guys later. I'll call you, bye. And then everyone else was left to rot in this one as well. And now we've hit another roadblock over here. Do we know why he's trying so hard to save Quark? Yeah, it's his grandson. Not only is it his grandson, he feels responsible for dragging Quark into the game with him for some reason. We don't really know why. Yeah, so they are related. He does love him. He's like definitely puts Quark's life like above his own and above everyone else's. And that's and that's why. The lock on the far left is different. The lock itself never shows on the flow map. Oh, doesn't it? They ask for a password and you don't know it yet. Yeah, oh yeah, you're right. It was a password that we had to put in. I dragged Quark into the game. Yeah, that was my memory is not very good for like the exact words that were used. But that was the impression that I got from the conversation with him. It was kind of Quark's it was kind of Tenmyoji's fault that Quark is in the game with him, I think. Quark is Kay's grandson. No, not Kay's. Quark is Tenmyoji's grandson, yeah. Anyway, I really do need to go back to work. So let's see. Oh, perfect. Kami is still streaming. Excellent. I was hoping he'd still be streaming when I ended. Yeah, thanks so much for playing, guys. This is like so fun. Like going through all the theories and like I love doing the conspiracy theories. Like even if I know that it's like very unlikely that this is what's happening, I love talking about like all the different options. Yeah, thank you guys so much for coming. I appreciate you coming and hanging out and chatting about stuff with me. You have officially invested me in this. Oh yes, awesome. Yeti, if you like this game, I think I've given you a few spoilers now, but you might also enjoy 9-person, what was it called? 9 Doors, 9 Hours, 9 Persons, the 999 game is the prequel to this one. I do love hearing your theories and knowing which ones you have or not got it correct. Yeah. I kind of want to like go back through my VODs and like watch them after I already know. I feel like it'd be pretty interesting. But there's like so much content there, I kind of can't be bothered. Because likewise, it's one of those that's not possible theories. Yeah, I think it's gonna get weirder too, JC. Yeah, Protagonist Zero sounds fun, but like I don't know how possible it is. I feel like it's more likely than the last game though. So far while this was happening behind him. Alright, I'm gonna shut up. I need to go and I'll let you guys go. I feel like it's getting late for a lot of you, right? I think, oh my god, it's like midnight in like Eastern time or something right now. Like dang, yeah, it's getting kind of late. I went like way over time. Thanks for hanging out. I appreciate you. Thank you for chatting with me. Thanks for modding mods if you've been hanging around. Thank you lurkers. Thank you VOD watchers. It's after midnight. I stayed up for you. Aw. Please go get some rest. Get enough sleep, everyone. For those of you that aren't going to sleep, we're going to head into Kami's gaming channel, and he is playing a really cool game called Harold Halibut. If you guys have ever heard of that, it looks awesome. It's like, apparently it took 14 years to make, and it's all like claymation. Like it's not 3D graphics, it's literally claymation. They made everything with clay and then like took photographs and everything. It looks super cool. I played the demo, curious how the full game was. Oh, nice, yeah. But yeah, major spoilers if you're heading into that one. Harold Halibut sounds like a big mouse base class. Wait, what? I guess it does, yeah, because of the fish name. Anyway, that's where we're heading. I'm not even checking to see who anyone else anyone else is online, because I really want to hop into that one. So I'll see you guys over there. If I don't, I hope you have a lovely evening. And that's it from me for the week. So I guess I'll catch you guys next week unless I see you around on Twitch. And just a reminder that I only put like updates on my Discord. I don't really make social media announcements for them. Oh, thank you for the hydrate. Yeah, what was I saying? Oh yeah, Discord's the only place I'll make announcements about like changes to schedules or cancelled streams or anything. So sneak on in there if you haven't already. Yeah, see you guys over on Kami's channel. Stay safe, stay sane, stay silly. I'll see you guys later. Stay fresh, cheese bags.